Adam and Joe Budden will never get along, right? Do y'all think it's ethical to upload something right after somebody dies?
Hell yeah.
Within the first hour?
For sure.
I'm about to say everybody lost.
Yeah.
Nobody won.
Yeah.
Like, you think that they felt like they got something accomplished after this?
It's like, oh, Duncan on this podcast worked really well, right? It does make you want to do that shit every week.
I was about to say, everybody does like to pick on Andrew Schultz. Is he still like a underdog? You ever ask a nigga like, yo, you want to hit my cigarette? At your grown age?
It's when you're poor. You only do that when you're poor. Yeah, I'll go through and clean this whole section up so I can bleep all
At the time.
And are you this smart in other, like, can you remember other aspects of like life this well?
All aspects. Yeah, ask me something else.
I mean, I bought 48 Laws of Pimping.
But that was
They have
that was for sport.
That was when y'all was going to those little clubs and shit.
Yeah,
right?
sex documentaries.
Whoa, don't say it like that.
Yeah, I was about, what the fuck is wrong with you, my
That's when
nigga?
y'all was going.
He had a good week. I ain't gonna do him like that.
You're biased.
I'm biased. Just he dropped a hit
You would
record.
have
I
did
gotta.
this to Charlamagne.
Depends on what kind of week he was having.
But my biggest problem with this nigga is that he became gay, and that just became everything.
And you gotta give context. 'Cause somebody probably clicked off the video when you said that shit. Like,
Nope.
Yes, yabba dabba do, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, this the podcast about your favorite podcast. I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
Jay Nobles,
AJ the Menace.
white man behind the boards.
Yeah,
F Mac in the building.
that's me.
F Mac behind the keys. Yes, sir. We are in the building.
Did you step on that?
Yeah, he stepped on
But
but you see, I don't gotta like, you know.
You
it's
didn't
no
harp
problem.
on it? Yeah,
It's no-
yeah.
But shout out to all the people watching it now that liked it, that commented.
Let's stress
Yeah.
on liked it.
Yeah, let's stress on that liking.
Yeah.
All right, you know what I mean?
Because we have famous
Yeah.
premieres that have 200 to 250 people with
Yeah.
47 likes.
But you see, that's the beautiful thing is that like when you're having such a good time, you don't even like notice what you're doing.
I think
you're
that's
just,
what's, yeah.
it's just like a roller coaster.
They're locked in.
They're locked in.
Yeah,
So we
facts.
appreciate y'all, and we're gonna do a better part on just reminding y'all throughout the episode to like the video, to hit that subscribe button, and also hashtag office hours. You know, the area of the video at the end where we answer your questions, concerns regarding podcast news, universe news.
Real life news.
yeah, real life. And
Yeah,
whatever,
you know,
whatever you
everybody-
want to know.
you know
whatever's
what I'm
on your
saying?
mind. And just to clear up some
Yeah.
misconceptions, I don't know where the rumor started, but somebody said that we like long ones, like extra long essays and shit.
Oh yeah, one of
He was being
I
sarcastic.
don't know where that came. Oh, man. Yeah, he
Well,
was
that's
heavy on
what
the
I'm saying.
he was heavy on the sarcasm because he gave us 2 pages MLA format.
I wasn't
Yeah,
mad at
that's
it. Well, it's not that I think we've said it without saying it.
Yeah.
Because like MD, is it MP? MD?
MDPD.
MPD, something like that.
It's all in
yeah,
there.
something like that. He always leaves long ones, so we always bring up. We're like, oh, he left
Nah,
a long
but
one.
you want to know what happened?
It's different
He
with Leak.
saw.
It's
Yeah.
different with Leak. He puts wordplay into it. His
Yeah, yeah,
hashtags.
yeah. It's
his
laced,
lore.
it's
Yeah,
laced
it's
throughout the whole
layered.
thing.
What probably happened? He probably saw a bad week when we were like really harping on it, like, yo,
Yeah.
add whatever, we don't care.
Right,
And
that's
that's
true.
real, you know, but it's cool, do that. Don't do that. You know what I
Don't
mean?
do it just because you think we only like long office hours.
Yeah.
Which was the point I was
that's the
trying to
biggest thing.
express.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
biggest thing.
You don't have to do that. It's cool. We're gonna read it. And, you know, I love
'Cause
hearing
we-
him fucking be illiterate. But
Yeah, because we definitely have an office hours that's like 2 lines this week, or it's like half a sentence. So, but yeah, outside of that, make sure
I call
y'all follow follow us on Instagram,
Yeah.
subreddit. Thank you to everybody who screen records sections that we talk about and post it in these people's subreddit. That happens here and there, and it's always interesting just because on Reddit you don't. It's not like we're getting tagged in it, right?
Yeah.
You only know when a nigga is actually just scrolling on Reddit, and I'm like, oh, that's us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we appreciate y'all for sure.
and shout out to Haitians. That's another misconstrued thing about us. We love Haitians. I don't know
Yeah.
where that came from.
Melina posted us last week. You know, she be on Reddit, them joints. She's one of them Reddit warriors. So, yeah, man. But outside of that, this week, you know, shout out to Grown Folks Lemonade. I'm not doing any Grown Folks Lemonade before a show ever again.
You still hot?
Nah, I feel good. I can't watch the
Yeah.
last episode though.
Oh, you're a little embarrassed.
Can't do it, man. Giggly ass nigga. I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
The cornball.
Yeah, I ain't like that
Imagine
shit.
what we was thinking. We had to sit down next to that
Nigga
shit.
just giggling all episode.
All
Fuck,
leaning and shit.
3 hours
laughing
of
and
giggling.
shit.
That shit disgusted me, nigga.
Look like a chatty pet.
Yeah,
Not like that shit, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the product works.
Now
You
you're
know
gonna be
what
stern faced this whole episode.
Now I'm about to just be no laughing, nigga. We
Yeah.
get straight to it.
You got your
But,
shoes on today. You normally got your toes out.
Yo,
Oh,
and
no.
that's another thing. All of our toes was out. I don't
It
think
had
y'all.
to. It had to be
the last episode. Everybody's feet were out. I don't think y'all
We were
noticed
way.
that.
I didn't notice that.
Niggas
we were
was
way
very
too
comfortable.
Yeah, we were way
Nah,
too
we had
comfortable.
Everybody's
We had to
toes
be
were out. I don't
That
know
was-
about you, Lauren, but
Yeah.
like,
They was locked in.
Locked in or out?
It was locked in.
Well, honestly, I don't know because I was high too, so I keep it.
and don't say it like. And don't.
And you was high off a sip, so
Yeah,
we
I got
really
high
don't know
quick.
what was on your feet.
I got high quick.
Yeah.
It was kind of tough.
Ain't no telling what settings got fucked up back there.
But yeah, man. Outside of that, I think we should just. Where should we jump in first? Let's go to
Give me the right hook.
Let's go to Breakfast Club first. Jerrod Carmichael was on the Breakfast Club, and my man came in there on a mission. Have y'all ever seen? Did y'all watch his show at all?
No. Nah, I didn't want to participate in one of the most awkward moments in TV history. That was weird.
It is. I mean, this is a good interview. Schultz did take a shot at him too on the most recent Brilliant Idiots.
He had to. He deserved
He
it.
had to.
When
He
you
had
stick your neck out there like that, it's like, all right, nigga, we got it.
Yeah. He had to tap him on the head. But yeah, like Jerrod Carmichael came in there on a goddamn mission to
Feisty,
get
wasn't
Bruh,
he?
he was trying to get at Charlamagne crazy.
Yeah.
Charlamagne, he was beating that nigga that like, pause, he was beating that nigga down though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he didn't.
It's no pause. It's no gay innuendos.
But you see the way he looked just to make sure it was all right? He was like,
Yeah.
pause.
Don't worry, you're safe. You're safe.
He didn't have his way with him. You know what I'm saying? It was interesting. I did try to watch the first episode. The show ain't for me. You know, the Jerrod Carmichael show.
reality.
So the
show or
first
whatever.
episode, they don't try to hide what's coming. Like they get right into it.
It's just all of it's too awkward. And I mean, Charlamagne brought up a really good
It's too
point.
vulnerable.
It's too vulnerable. And like Charlamagne brought up a good point. We're just watching the worst parts of, even though the message he wants to resonate. I'll just say that. Was
Construe, yeah. Trying to confuse everybody.
yeah, I'm confusing my own goddamn self. But the message he's trying to
Gruffalo's
get,
lemonade.
like Charlamagne was kind of pressing him on the message that he's trying to get across, and he's just like, it's just about being real and vulnerable.
Yeah.
But it's like, nigga, there's no healing in this. Like, we literally just watching a nigga just terrorize shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's no healing in it.
call his mom a bitch. You know, it's too much. We're watching, and then it's his sex journal diaries. We're watching that play out.
Yeah, it's
Tyler-
kind of
like his fantasies.
Yes, yeah, the Tyler the Creator thing.
what's that channel that Euphoria and all that shit come on?
HBO.
That's HBO. I think
HBO,
there's another
man.
one.
This
It's like
is HBO.
It's like Stars or something. I remember my Dukes. She used to watch this one show about a bunch of like drag queens. Can we say that?
Yeah.
That
that's
legal?
good.
Yeah,
That's
about
good.
a bunch of drag queens and shit. But it seems like it's that style of like network.
Yeah.
It's for them. It's like the Euphorias and the
I mean, it is on HBO.
gay shows of the world. I don't know.
I believe that is.
I mean,
where it is,
just
actually.
because, look, it's just. I get what you're trying
The
to say.
tone.
Look, it's gay
The
people.
tone.
It's gay people. You know what I mean? Shout to all the gays.
Living their life.
They just being happy.
Yeah, but it's kind of a mistake. I have this as a topic because I thought the interview was so good because like he kept trying to come at Charlamagne, but Charlamagne kept beating him at every turn that he tried to like get him at.
Yeah.
But I honestly forgot to like put specific moments in.
He came in hard like
He
a
did,
couple
he did
seconds
at the
in.
very-
He did come in hard. Let's just like,
Pause.
yeah, we could just watch the beginning actually because he came in hot. He came in hard actually. Let's keep it there.
Pause. And be can't pause. You did that on purpose. So.
Yeah. Just lean
Morning,
on it.
everybody. It's DJ NV, Just Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Jerrod Carmichael.
Our
Welcome.
guy. I be doing your voice in the showers. Morning, everybody. It's DJ. I be Jerrod thinks about you when he's naked. Yeah, you know what? Let's lean into all the gay shit. Sometimes when I'm naked, I think about DJ.
NV's voice.
Yes. Happy to see you, Jerrod.
Happy to see you, bro.
So I'm always happy when people come right after Donkey of the Day. Gave me donkey. No, I'm gonna get into it.
Okay.
So first of all, because the thing I want to clear
Yeah,
up, and it's
bro.
very, very important. If people got a short attention span, I want to make sure that they hear this part first, because you reported on you played a clip of my stand up, but it started at the punchline and it like completely erased the setup of it, and I really don't like that. It made it seem like I was talking like I'm into some type of race, sexual, slavery role play with my boyfriend, which is untrue. It's so false. And I expect that type of thing from TMZ because they have no humanity. They don't care about the people that get hurt when they report these sort of things. But you're a friend, so I really didn't like that. I know you repeated it in the Neil interview. I didn't like that. That was very, very unfair. It was a joke.
I saw that clip though.
But I need you to watch the show. And anybody who watches the show, it's not what I said.
Yeah,
it's so false. It's so untrue, and I don't like that because it's like no. Well, we'll get into that later.
It's a joke about
untrue.
reading.
It has nothing.
I wonder. Shout out the cashmere sweater and the tank top.
Combo.
And is that a Tesla hat he was wearing on my bugging?
I don't know.
Is that the Tesla logo? You can't see it from this angle, obviously, but that shit was throwing me off.
I hope not. But I mean, shout out to this nigga. He is. I don't know if he's right to do this though. Like, because
honestly, it's the thing about Jerrod Carmichael that's just interesting right now.
It's like ever since he's been gay, he's been soft.
Yeah, and
know
it's like
what I mean?
we're watching him. It's like he's kind of lashing out on us as he's fighting his own battles. Nigga, you got to fight them battles yourself, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
literally, this is your thing.
Yeah,
And it's not even that. It's just like you've seen Charlamagne do this to other people, and it probably wasn't a problem then.
Oh,
you know what I mean? To
not.
his friends.
Yeah.
So, and like his whole point was that, like, you know, and you know, you're a close friend of mine, and you know, woody whoop whoop. But I feel like it all helps people to go see the show.
Nah, but you do gotta. I
don't
do
know how much
understand
that
them from the perspective of like you took the joke out of context, like you just played it at a certain part, so it kind of you don't really understand what he was actually talking about. But my biggest problem with this nigga is that he became gay, and that just became everything. Like he stopped being a comedian.
Oh yeah, because that
once he became gay, it's like it was gay and then comedian, and being a comedian is such a weird thing. It's got to come before anything. Like you can be a righteous black comedian.
You tell gay people how to move with their gayness. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not telling you how to move, but I'm just, I'm talking about being funny. Like, if you're like a Dr. Umar Johnson type dude, there's a certain level that you can't go to because it's like you're tied to black people. There's a certain joke that you wouldn't make.
Your Pan-African outweighs other things.
It
first.
outweighs everything else, but like, nigga, when you comedy, everything gotta be on the table.
What are you talking about? Look, man, I don't know about that.
Everything got to be on the table because what he did to Dave Chappelle was some fuck shit.
Well, it was funny too because it was like he was trying
which is the same thing.
He apologized to Dave Chappelle, but he tried to say to Dave Chappelle, like, whenever they Google your name, it's just going to be a bunch of jokes on that subject matter because that word does get flagged sometimes. But Charlamagne clapped back and was like, bro, when we search your name, it's just going to be about your sexual exploits. Like, that's all we're going to get right now.
Yeah.
So you're literally have dropped into the same lane that you're trying to chastise him for. Then towards the end of this, I wish I did have the timestamp for this. I'm so sure this is such an interesting thing because everything that he had an issue with, Charlamagne had a valid response to, and it was like, what he reported was correct, at least true to him. You just didn't like it. And then at the end, it was like, you feel like you owe him an apology? He was like, I don't. I'm not apologizing. He was like, that's just how I feel right now. Maybe in a couple of days or weeks, I might apologize to you, but I'm pretty confident in what I did.
But Jerrod, you know what I mean? Like, he's just mad at Charlamagne because he feels like he weaponized the gayness against him. You know what I'm saying?
He tried to weaponize his own gayness.
Jerrod he's lashing out.
That's what I said.
He's lashing out on other people for his own shit, though. It's like, bro, it's like people are gonna have commentary. Don't be lashing out at me, especially if after we have the conversation, we come to the same point.
But
like after you suck a toe on camera, like how could you really care about what people think about you for real?
Yeah, you would think.
You know what I mean? Like you just went through, you just filmed the season of the most vulnerable shit possible, and you still care what people think.
But it's out of context, like, and that's what he's mad at. Like, don't show the toe sucking scene, and then a scene of like him, you know,
just something else
doing some massa, you know, race play shit or whatever. You know what I mean? That they was doing. Did you? What did you see?
First episode, I don't know. It was
Was
weird.
it like a casual?
I had a hard time like really locking in and engaging just because I was like, man, what's happening right now? Like this is
Because you was like waiting to close your eyes.
no,
or
not
like-
that. I didn't feel like visually like, oh my god. It was just I just
I hope not.
couldn't lock in because I was just like, what? I don't understand. This is not enjoyable. Like I don't like watching niggas just going through things.
Obscure shows.
Yeah, okay. Best example, we brought up Insecure earlier. Not Insecure, Euphoria earlier, right? Did y'all watch all of Euphoria?
Yeah.
Or most of it?
Most
Do
of
y'all
it.
remember that episode where it was like majority of the episode she was like detoxing?
Yeah,
And it was
Zendaya, right?
Zendaya was
Yeah.
detoxing, and it was just like a compilation for like damn near 20 minutes of her detoxing. Fucking hated that episode. I'm like, I don't want to watch this shit. Like,
You like people at their worst.
at least, yeah, at least go on some quests. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you like purpose. Do you fuck with anime?
no,
Because you hate filler. You hate filler episodes.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Let's get
You
to
be like,
it,
nigga,
nigga.
what is this
Let's build
about?
this storyline.
Attention span short.
Patience,
Yeah.
AJ.
Hey, just like you said, a lot of you niggas got a short attention spans. Me, I'm niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck it. I know everybody watched the Jerrod Carmichael show. You know what I'm saying? If I had done more clipping of this, I'd be able to go into some of the best parts of this episode, but I don't. So I kind of just want to move over. Let's go. I just really want to get over to this actually. Okay, Adam22 versus Joe Budden. I think I'm going to give this a 1950s journalism. Even though this is an Elliot, that's an Elliot Wilson sound effect.
Yeah, he has his own sound effect.
Elliot hasn't done anything that's been like topic worthy just in a long time. So
Since the 1950s.
So now it's just for old niggas.
yeah, and it's not even for old niggas. The main reason I'm doing this 1950s journalism is because Adam is still taking consistent shots. Adam and Joe Budden will never get along, right? And I just wanted to go back to like the root of the issue.
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird.
Yeah, so I went back and watched the episode where Adam went to Joe Budden podcast and they had that big argument. And this is the moment, this is the biggest moment. So ever since that argument, Adam's storyline, anytime he brings up Joe Budden, Joe Budden has always been butthurt anytime that Joe Budden has been butthurt ever since I watched him and all his other hosts when we had the debate. That's
Yeah.
always been like the crutch of like why he thinks Joe doesn't fuck with him. He always brings that moment back up.
Yeah.
And honestly, when that moment had happened, I hadn't watched it in so long. So I honestly couldn't remember. He said he always won. He said he watched Joe. He watched everybody in the room is what he said. And he had his white boy moment. So I went back and watched the whole thing. And I got a couple points. So
What's your official view?
well, we're gonna go through it today, but
I don't remember him watching him.
Yeah, so there's several arguments. I'm gonna lay out all the arguments that happened in this entire podcast. The first argument was that Joe had that he didn't like Adam for was re-uploading clips after somebody has passed away the same day, like distasteful. That's
Yeah,
the
with the
that's,
Kevin Samuels.
With the Kevin Samuels, that was his first example, and then that was the big one. And then second argument was, what did I put as the second argument?
Something even more futile?
Second argument was Joe had an issue with the way that he framed a story that he ran about him assaulting a woman that he used to date. So the No Jumper team put some storyline out that was 15 years old
Yeah.
and ran it like it was some new shit. Like Joe Budden's ex said this about a storyline that was old and dead, past and
Knowingly?
forgotten. No,
So
they didn't know it. He just ran with it blindly and then tried to retract it later. We're going to jump into that later, but these are the biggest arguments out of the whole thing. Third argument was still has to deal with uploading clips in somebody's death, but it was about Young Dolph. So they didn't have any interview with Young Dolph, but it was the way that they ran the media clips afterwards, like meet the killer, meet the person who killed Young Dolph. It was mainly a titling issue.
He felt like it was a lack of compassion for the moment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is understandable, but you know,
That's crazy.
So I'll say those are the three biggest moments that there's contention between the two.
But and the main one is probably just that like they're both players.
Yeah.
So it's like It's always going to be a disconnect.
I think I get what the summary of it is, and I think I think I know what's going on between the two, but let's look at argument one. So argument one is re-uploading after people have died.
Rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
I don't like what you did after he died.
What?
It's disgusting.
What, re-uploading the parts of the interview?
Disgusting.
What'd he do?
The nastiest performance I've ever seen.
What?
Why do y'all do that?
It's an insane position for somebody in media to hold.
Please.
What is your job as a content creator? Your job is to make content and get that content out to the people who want to see it.
False.
Somebody dies. There is a huge demand for that content. You re-upload it. People see it on their subscription feed. They click on it because this is a very talked about thing. People are literally mourning.
I can't even listen to this.
What is the part?
That is disgusting.
Give me a coherent argument against re-uploading content when that person is extremely newsworthy.
Take it away, please.
I gotta ask him.
Yeah.
Was the content in a negative
connotation
or no?
No.
What was your take on it?
No, I won't say
that does sound nasty.
I won't say
I can
it.
see that.
Nah, that's what I was asking. I wanted to clarify because I didn't.
He didn't slander his name.
of course
He just re-uploaded everything in the world that he had on Kevin Samuels in the moment that he died.
We had never even done clips from that interview, so I think we clipped a bunch.
Until you found a good time to do it.
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting to me.
You had a Kevin Samuels interview.
We had already done it. We didn't do clips at that time. We started a clips channel after that. We went hard with the clips from that interview. After he passed, we had never done the clips before.
How soon after he passed?
I don't know.
Shit,
next
an
day.
hour.
Yeah. The next
1
day,
hour.
probably, yeah.
It was nasty, Adam.
What is the nasty part about it?
Yourself
the nastiness is you are trying to capitalize off of somebody else's demise before his family even had an opportunity to.
How am I trying to capitalize on it? I want the people who are sad about his passing to have the content that they want to see.
Then turn off monetization.
Hey,
if you turn off monetization, you're going to stop it from spreading on the platform.
Stop it, Adam.
You know it's true. You're a YouTuber. You know it.
Stop it.
Every YouTuber out there knows I'm telling the truth.
It's envy from like both sides. Like Joe Budden wish he could get as grimy as Adam. You know what I mean?
But morally he can't.
But he just can't, just because of the culture he's in.
Yeah.
Like it would be
it would look too nasty.
It would be like
him.
apologizing on stage. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And Adam probably envies Joe, just I guess in the cleaner version. Like he's just a little bit more a cleaner cut leader, and plus I mean I'll say he have better hosts. Fuck it, like Ish and Ice.
Joe's host, it's not even close. Like Adam has trash hosts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's probably it's envy on both sides, which is like hilarious.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, the main thing that they're having that argument about is like, do y'all think it's ethical to upload something right after somebody dies?
Yeah.
Within the first hour.
For sure.
You think it's ethical?
I don't think it's nothing. That's the weird part. I think it's just like if you think that's bad, then what the fuck you think is good? You know what I'm saying? Like if you think that's bad.
Okay.
It depends on what you already crafted your brand to be. Because they're both media, but Joe Budden is more of a reactionary channel for commentary. No Jumper still has a news aspect to it, to where if a nigga dies, they are gonna produce content about this dude because that's what news is.
Right.
Like it's gonna be articles that come out about like what he did good, what he did bad. No Jumper is just more internet based.
What about just re-uploading your old clips of them?
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same thing. It's like it's a media publication, but I don't know. Like it's just all about how you run your platform. Like you're never gonna see no shit like that on LOY because we don't run our platform that way.
Yeah.
But we know what we're getting from Adam.
Right,
he does commentary, he does news. So it's not that far out of left field that he would, go for something like this.
Yeah, it's not far out of left field, and I think also go ahead.
My thing is, it's like I don't think it's that wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think what's wrong about it. Like maybe if the context of why the re-upload is happening, like if it's a who type of situation,
right,
you know what I mean, getting raids and all that,
right.
Maybe that's a little that's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Or
see, I think one of the biggest things that I noticed too that they were having, it was there's a couple things. So like the whole conversation of, I think Joe's nasty comment where he was like, it's nasty and it's disgusting. I think he used it prematurely. I think he should have used that in association with the Dolph thing. So, like, in association with the Dolph thing, when we get down to that, there's definitely titles that it's like, this man just died.
Yeah.
And it's like, this title is disgusting. Like, that's nasty.
Click this video because your favorite rapper just died.
Yeah, you know, it was nasty.
Yeah,
I would say that Adam's movement and the whole Kevin Samuels thing, this is all an ethical thing. It's not an ethical thing, I'm sorry.
It's a brand thing.
It's a brand thing. It's how you move in it, right?
How you position yourself in this game. What do we come to you for?
Joe moves with that. I won't do that. And none of the titles were, so one of the titles that they kind of highlighted in this re-upload after he died was Kevin Samuels' thoughts on interracial marriage. So it's like, they feel like he picked one of the hottest topics to clickbait in the first couple hours of his death instead of just posting something that was more of a remembrance of like, welcome to... Or Kevin Samuels introduces himself and his purpose in life. You know what I mean? That's pretty much that's kind of their argument in terms of the Kevin Samuels side of things.
I understand Joe Budden's argument, but I also understand that he's just being like, at the time of this, he was just saying this to be convenient. Like, I don't, because secretly I believe Joe Budden wish he could like get away with some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Adam secretly wishes he didn't have to do shit like this to get respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now, so I would say I definitely understand both sides of the picture. It is weird because, I mean, it even had me thinking about it. I know I would never do like, I would get pretty wild with some of the titles myself. Like, I think everybody knows that at this point. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Adam said. Adam was like, I mean, when I hear clickbait, I hear good titling.
Yeah, so like,
and it's different types. Like,
there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like the way he does it is like not the righteous way, but the right way to do it. Because it can get egregious. Some niggas will just blatantly lie.
I feel like for myself, see, it had me really thinking about myself. I feel like I'll be floating on the edge sometimes. Like,
but you do, that's what I'm saying. It's like you border the line between acceptable and like, nigga, they might be trying to
right.
But it's a tricky game because it's like, from what aspect are you thinking about? Because it's like that people do click because
I think that's it's the intention behind the title.
You get what I mean? What is the purpose behind it? Are you just trying to gain people in?
Right.
Because usually with the egregious titles, the video is completely different. And
It's
not in
normally
a
not
bad
as-
way.
Yeah, it's normally not as egregious as I made the title.
It's like the emotion is the complete opposite or just toned down.
Right.
Based on the title.
It's almost like you quote who doesn't like this topic the most, and that's what the headline is.
Exactly.
Who hated this shit? I bet.
Exactly.
And then the subject matter of the video after you click can determine whether or not that was egregious of a, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Which keeps it righteous.
Because it's like, if somebody just died and I posted something with a crazy title, as long as the video ain't that crazy, is it really that crazy of a post?
Yeah.
Like, now you got to balance it out and try to figure that out.
Yeah, because it'd be even weirder if you died and we ignored it. Like, we just didn't say nothing. We didn't post nothing. Like, it never happened.
Yeah.
That's even stranger.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope. I don't think it's nothing wrong. And we're all talking about reposting content.
We're talking about reposting content fresh after somebody's death. And right now we're keeping it on Kevin Samuels because that was argument number one.
Yeah.
And
now, what's important to note also in argument number one is what also happened is,
I think it said that hour after.
Adam was defending his point with, Adam kept conflating content creator with journalists and media and all this other stuff.
Because it's so muddied right now.
But then Adam kind of slips up. And you'll see what he means. So in this moment, I would say I was at a stalemate on who's winning this argument. I wasn't sure how to rate this out of the 3 rounds. But until this moment, Adam kind of fucked himself in his own hole because of this moment right here.
What?
Black people don't think to do this when black people die. The black content creator, you did not see that. Act didn't do it. Nobody did it. It was you and Vlad. So what do you think about that? Y'all two in black culture treating black people like that.
I think Vlad was the first person that I saw do it, and I think that my gut reaction at first was like, oh, that's kind of nasty, that's kind of cringe. And then as I thought about it, I landed it with a perspective more like what I have now, which is that I think it's important to, that when you post a clip, you're spreading that person's message more. You're getting their content out there more. And I think that when they pass, it's even more important that we celebrate their life by talking about them and serving this content up in the algorithm for the people who love them.
Tell Ish about... Oh, go ahead.
You just fucked up, though.
What?
You said when Vlad did it, your immediate gut reaction was cringy and it's in bad taste.
Right.
Why would you think that?
Because I hadn't thought about it enough.
Why would your immediate gut reaction be, yo, this is in bad taste and it's cringy?
I think Vlad was the first one through the wall on a lot of things, and that he was the one who figured out that this made sense very early on.
You dancing.
You tap dancing.
He dancing.
What?
You didn't answer my question. I'm not talking about Vlad.
We don't care about what Vlad.
Why did Adam
Because it was something I had never seen done at first. I thought, I've never seen someone just immediately upload a person's content after they passed. Then I
why
thought
do you
about
think
it.
that's true? Why do you think you had never seen that done?
And why did your gut reaction think that it wasn't a proper thing to do? Because it's not.
I don't know. I don't think he necessarily digged himself a hole.
The only reason I say he dug himself a hole is it was kind of an admission of guilt by saying I initially felt nasty watching it. So he kind of lost his own argument because he was winning standing on his square.
Yeah.
But he kind of gave himself the L in that first
Especially
round.
not acknowledging now I did feel some type of way, but
now
it's weird because I don't know, man. Like we said, it's just about how you do it.
Right, how you do it.
Because if somebody that we had on the podcast passed away and we dropped funny moments full of this nigga who passed away,
compilation of
funny
their
moments
best
compilation, R.I.P.
Right.
I mean,
that'd be a positive thing.
It's a positive thing.
But it could be viewed negatively because we did it the same week that somebody passed away that was a guest.
And it's like it's gonna look like we're just trying to monetize off the hottest moment.
And now that wasn't one of the things that they had brought up earlier. Before we lose that, Joe was saying don't monetize the episode. Adam was saying it won't spread as far. Okay, first, there's two things that are like just confusing. If we click don't monetize this episode, nobody knows that. Literally nobody knows that. They're still gonna run ads on it.
Yep.
So like just because you click don't monetize it, nobody knows that but the person looking at the studio, the YouTube studio.
I'm still watching a Chevy ad before
for sure. You know what I'm saying? So that don't make no sense because it's just unprovable unless we see your analytics.
Yeah.
Nobody's giving the analytics up. And then Adam saying it doesn't spread as far is also untrue. That's especially back then because now on YouTube, they run these reports. Like we have to request every video to be checked. And if it stays yellow, then it's limited on how far it goes. But if it's green, it's the full spread.
Yeah.
But okay, so I would say he kind of handed himself the L in that first, but he was doing good. But I think what the JBP podcast kind of fucked up, or they didn't fuck up, but they were trying to get him to just lean into the fact that his capitalistic brain is going to override his human feelings. And because they couldn't get him to just fully say that,
they didn't have another angle. Or
that is the angle. So it's like when you listen to Adam's response, it's human wise, I thought it was nasty, but capitalistic wise, it clicked for me. My brain clicked for me, my heart didn't. But I always choose my brain over. And this is just the first example. It happens multiple times.
Yeah,
I was about to say they just didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, but it was like you're not allowed to admit that either. You know what I'm saying?
Admit what exactly? That you?
I think Adam didn't feel comfortable admitting like, bro, I didn't give a fuck. I am gonna do it for the money.
But that's what he has to do.
But he didn't do it.
He has to just come out and be like, look, I'm a white dude. I'm a white dude.
And that's the thing.
That could have tanked No Jumper with the day that this shit came out.
But that's the thing. Like, I'm a white dude.
No, it's not just that. It's
because
more
you also
than
got to remember they're bringing up like you profiting off of black lives as a white man, like they're framing.
But you want to know what it
I don't want to
is.
be hypocritical about this. Like to me, right? Like famous white people, all famous white women are named Anne Hathaway to me. It's only one of them bitches.
Right.
Like if one of them died, I'm not gonna have like a lot of sensitivity about like, oh man, you gotta be upholding of the culture and shit. It's like, Anne Hathaway died. All right, nigga, what the fuck?
But how would you act if one of their people came and contested you about, how you acted toward their death? Like what would you have? Would you feel human about it? Would you think that you did something wrong?
Well, I mean, I would feel human about it, like, somebody died, but I don't have the same cultural significance of like care to this person to actually treat it like a person.
Yeah.
That's real shit. Like if I'm trying to think of an example.
I don't want to.
You see horrible shit all the time, especially now on social media. Your level of compassion isn't that high.
It's not the same.
It's impossible.
Oh yeah, it's impossible.
It's not the same.
You can't keep up the same empathy for every video, nigga. It's a billion of them bitches.
Nope.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting shot on Twitter.
I don't think it has nothing to do with like race though. Like, I don't think it's like a.
That was
Like,
a framing. That was a framing used a lot in this podcast.
That was the angle they were trying to take.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
right, yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't think Adam is desensitized to niggas. Well, maybe I don't know.
I think
I don't
a
know.
little bit.
He
bro.
might be desensitized to niggas. That would be fun. That's funny.
I think he's.
But
And pretending like
I just
you're
think
not-
Adam overall lacks empathy.
what
though.
it is, it is because I saw a video, a recent snippet. Like it was the Ray J interview. He was like, everybody knows I don't believe in God. We gotta watch that clip.
Yeah.
But
yo, there's so many clips.
what
Yeah.
with the
I have a screenshot.
the business aspect, it's weird because I wonder what Kevin Samuels would have thought. And that's the funny thing. Kevin Samuels would have probably been like, "Nigga, you're not gonna profit off of me, nigga.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
That's what's ironic.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?"
And it's funny
that's
too,
probably the
yeah.
take that he would have wanted, like really spoken on.
Well,
it
because
was
imagine-
I don't
in
know if I
business-
can say that for him, but I know Star definitely thinks that.
Because imagine, like, especially in this type of business where, I mean, look, you're not really like working much re-uploading content. So if you see somebody profiting off of something that you could too, and it's like your business, the point of business is to make money.
Right, yeah,
and then once you really think about it, it's like, I mean, shit.
And then you also got to remember,
know?
this is a time period when Joe Budden podcast has 100% zero ads too. So he's able to come from that perspective.
He's
as well
on his
too.
soapbox.
He was on his
about
high
being a
horse.
He was able to because
Yeah.
he was like, because he's like, nigga, I don't have ads. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I don't give a fuck about the monetization because I'm good over here.
Look, nigga, you know, kick on wood if like Queens flip, you know, suddenly something happened crazy. I wouldn't be mad seeing like a funny moments Queens flip video.
I think that's the biggest difference. If they did do something, because they did bring that up, they would drop something in the terms of it would be a greatest
camaraderie.
Commemorate.
Commemorate.
Something to commemorate.
Yeah,
Right,
commemorate.
man.
It would
That's
be
all.
a
Don't speak
compilation
to
of Queen's Flip's funniest moments, greatest moments, happiest moments, whatever. It would be a honoring of his life.
It would be sentimental.
But if but Joe would never do he would never drop Queen's Flip's most heated argument in the wake of his death. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Adam would drop Queen's Flips. He would drop the hottest arguments compared to happiest moments.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that does change the game.
Yeah.
Does it matter how big a platform you are to do that though? Like, what if you had a great interview with a nigga, but it's never really been seen, and the nigga goes and it's like, well, let me put it out and see if it can be seen. And
Yeah,
Or does he still die in this hypothetical?
yes.
or if Dr.
Oh,
Umar,
it's just a nigga that just wasn't as popping.
Right.
but if Dr. Umar passed away,
So
and
I've
Joe-
seen it high.
The person matters probably.
if Dr. Umar passed away and Joe was like, all right, I'm gonna release it for free on YouTube, is that
Now
bad?
It would be now because of this.
Because he's already
Because
he's
this
made a
yeah.
statement.
So
yeah.
I mean, all right, this is your pattern and your track record.
Yeah.
So you can't be a hypocrite.
But nah, man, this is a beautiful quarrel. This
yeah,
is,
and honestly, just for all the listeners, we're gonna be breaking down each of these arguments. Okay, it's just strap in, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hit them timestamps.
We're taking a walk down memory lane.
Literally. And we do have to note this is 1-2-3-V1 because Ice don't really have nothing to say.
4v1.
No. Ice enters into the fold
Oh,
as
yeah,
well
just
too.
later?
He
Okay.
definitely enters into the fold.
So he was just sitting there waiting,
I'm
trying to read
gonna hit the bell
patterns.
ending argument 1. Argument 2, and just so everybody knows, we are taking a look into history on Adam22 and Joe Budden's real initial beef and why we still have tension today. History has repeated itself in a couple of these instances as well too, but this is argument number 2 from the same episode that was the point of contention. What did I name this clip? Because I can't remember. I didn't put it in here, but this was about the running the story about Joe's ex about a domestic situation. So that's what this second argument is. His next bone to pick. Joe's next bone to pick with him is.
These clips out. Hurry up.
Let's take it off him for a minute. Okay. Tell Ish about mine and your last conversation via text.
Okay, and this was something that caused us to do quite a bit of self-reflection amongst me and the news team. Basically, somebody on the news team had posted something about one of Joe's exes who had sort of taken some old claims of abuse and brought them back to the surface. My media team is talking about it. Certain people felt strongly about it. They wanted to post it. They said, Adam, do you think it's okay if we post this? I said, if you think it's important and you think it's newsworthy, then I'm not going to step in between you and this content and you posting it. Then they post it. You hit me up. You informed me that this is the same exact shit that they've been saying forever. This is not new. I felt like that was a really good argument, that if this is old shit and it's just being regurgitated without cause, then that is a very good point. And so we ended up having conversations about it afterwards. I ultimately ended up regretting it, but at the same time feeling like this is a difficult position for me to be in, to tell, my mostly female social media staff.
It's not when you were human. Okay. It's not a difficult spot to be in at all when there's humanness involved in this.
Okay.
Let me read it just so we're clear and everybody's on the same page here.
For sure.
Here we go. I send him the clip.
Mm-hmm.
No jumper. Joe Budden X says blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing that's been there for 10 years. Him and I know each other. This ain't Kevin Samuels. We have spoke. He, quote unquote, looks up to me. We've almost done business. I text him and say, yo, this is disgusting. Adam, this is disgusting. He says, news team posted it. Why is it disgusting? Already we pushing this off on our employees.
I think in that moment that they were under the impression that this was big news and that we would
I'm not talking about your fucking minions. I don't care what your minions.
Well, they're very important in this story.
I know, but for my story, it's only you that's important because you run the ship.
Ultimately, it comes back to me. I 100% agree.
You run the ship.
I don't
give a fuck about what your staff thinks. Fuck your staff.
Right.
I'm talking to you, nigga, the boss.
Ultimately, it all comes back to me, and I'm totally okay with that.
No, my thing is,
I take all the smoke for them. Even
let me finish it. Maybe because it's a story from 15 years ago that your team is running that doesn't even have paperwork to support it. But I will not tell you how to run your business. Have a blast. He says, it's a new statement from her, right? I would need a pretty good reason to tell them to delete it. That's what he said to me. Are y'all hearing me? Or do I need to repeat this?
No, I heard you.
The fact that you think that this is some crazy shit I said is very weird to me.
I think he has like ADHD, autism.
We're gonna watch a little bit more of this clip,
but not in like a bad way.
Right.
But like, have you like the Rick Glassman episode when he was talking to that white actor from The Office, whatever his name is?
Rain. Yeah.
So he was talking to him about how his journey with going to the doctor, finding out he has ADHD,
right,
and how like the way he communicates with people it's
different.
Off.
Yeah.
Like you have to tell him exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
And
or it's not going to register.
It's not going to register. It's not going to click.
It sounds like autism.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said.
Autism.
He said ADHD.
That's what he said. No, he said autism.
He said autism.
I said autism.
It was the rain was the ADHD comparison.
Somebody said ADHD.
Yeah.
It's all under the big R.
Yeah, and it's also this is another one of those moments we're going to watch a little bit more because there's one more part in this that's like kind of imperative. And I cut you bail. Long story short, like there was a moment when he had actually cut this nigga bail for something.
On what part?
Joe had cut Adam bail on one of those allegation stories, but he didn't extend the same grace to him in this. And not only did he not extend the same grace, this is also a 15-year-old story.
He messed up his Illuminati ritual.
Yeah, so it's like a double whammy. So it's like it's an old story. I cut you. I threw you bail on an old story that was worse than this because Joe went straight for the neck. He was like, "I've never been accused for rape. You have."
Oh yeah,
and I text you, and I never ran that story. He was like, "That's true. So it's like another moment in this.
Yeah, basically,
when it's this nigga's gonna choose the dollar over this. Now, what did I name this clip? Oh,
Adam pulled the same move.
Adam pulled the same move. So this is the funny part. He's gonna go back to that text message feed that they have. So yeah, check this out.
To tell them to delete it.
I would have been tight.
Yeah. That part right there had me tight.
I would have been tight.
Well, that told me two things. It said that he's stupid and he don't know he's being stupid. The next sentence was, I didn't ask you to delete a thing, which I didn't. I'm just speaking to someone I have supported. Say less. His next text to me is Friday. Yo, I'm out there. I'm in New York. I'm in New York on Wednesday, dog. So what we doing?
I didn't even know we were gonna do content. I figured, hey, let's get together at the hookah lounge and we could talk about our differences. Maybe there'll be a podcast set up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying about white people.
That's not white people shit.
No, some white people, not white.
No, that.
So that part is funny and it's also disgusting because right now Adam is on like a shit on Joe Budden tirade, but he also did like a post on his IG after he had the whole out of breath thing that we covered last week. He made this post where he was talking about, I'm in NYC all week, and if any podcasters want to connect and collab, it was like the nigga was clearly, remember we were talking about he wants to collab with Joe too much?
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, you just ran the same play that you ran years ago. You talk shit about the nigga or did some grimy shit that goes against him, and then try to do this, then try to collab on some work.
Adam
just happened to be in the city like a groupie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Adam got bad bitch energy. What he was trying to throw on DW, he got bad bitch energy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in your city. You should, if anybody wants to text me that I've, told you to text me.
Yeah, so in this one, Joe's up on this one as well for me too. I don't know about y'all.
You said he's up on this one?
In this argument.
Well, you see, the thing is, they're all, first of all, they're from two different religions. This is like a Jewish person and a Christian person arguing about who Jesus was, like what color he was. They're never going to see the same page on this shit. And they're just talking about all the dumbest shit Adam has done. How can you answer for this?
I think this one's more black and white, especially when my story was about.
This is more black and white.
I think the
that Jew and Christian shit. That's a lot of gray in that.
Yeah, there is.
You can argue that, but this is.
Yeah, but I think this is way more black and white. I think the first one, clickbaiting after death, titling nasty, that's more of a gray area. That's a religious argument.
It's philosophy.
This is I cut you slack on some shit, nigga. You betrayed me, and then you had the nerve to hit me up trying to do a podcast.
It's like, nigga,
it's also philosophy.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
They worship different deities. They're never gonna get down the same. It's impossible.
I think that's the biggest thing to take away from this is that as people, they will never fuck with each other.
Yeah.
As people, that is the biggest takeaway.
Just different character traits, bro.
And I don't think Joe knows that, but Adam don't get that though.
Because he lacks social cues.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they. I don't know what they need. They need to go to therapy. I feel like once they become friends, they'll be the best of friends.
Really? Now
Yeah,
there was a joking moment when they were like, "Yo, y'all are the same nigga."
Literally, like they both envy each other for the opposite reasons, which makes it ironic. Which makes it's a beautiful love story. I'm surprised they you know what I mean. They haven't collabed on some yet.
Nah,
but
they're doing it right now.
It still is a character issue.
Yeah.
But being that they're in the same field and they understand each other's because they're in the same field, they understand the thought process.
Yeah.
That's probably what's
I think
really keeping them.
Yeah, I also think what happened by argument 3, I think why Adam walks around with the arrogance of I watched him and his co-host is because the Joe Budden podcasts are better performers. So by the end of the show, they were never gonna agree, just fundamentally. But they were doing a lot of getting up, yelling, walking away, things of that nature. So in his mind, it's like even the comments are like, Adam had 3 grown men getting up and down, leaving the camera, getting so frustrated. Ish normally gets over, he
overheats.
He cracks his own muffin and just loses it. That in terms of an argument, you're never gonna look like you win off of that.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that he went with that. But Joe technically got his get back on after AD and all them niggas left, and he did that online interview. What was that?
Amazon AMP
interview.
Yeah, he
got
went
his
crazy
get
on
back.
that.
He got his get back on that shit.
Shit was nasty.
Said he was waiting for it. God damn, Joe. You just waiting for niggas to be down bad.
Yeah, last argument was this Dolph death. We'll put this one in the same one. This will be a lot quicker.
It's kind of like a compilation of everything of all the other arguments in one with this central topic.
Yeah. It's like, bro, they can't escape this first face-off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This first face-off, it's just fucking the same thing over and over again.
It's like,
bro.
Deep down, they don't go to the same church.
Yeah, what did I name this clip? Oh, let's just put third argument.
Yeah, it was the Dolph death thing.
Okay, yeah.
Give me this. Yeah. Meet the man that killed Young Dolph right after Young Dolph died.
Well, no, it was,
explain this one.
Look at right there. The Young Dolph shot and killed in Memphis 9 months ago. And
all right, so we wait.
Meet the man who killed Young Dolph 7 months ago when they caught the guy.
Come on, Adam, give us something, yo. Give us something, yo.
Just say I'm the views.
Give us something, yo.
Of course, but do you not think that them finding the guy who killed Young Dolph or whatever, that's news?
You know what my rule
Seems
is
like
here?
massive.
Let me tell you.
You see how that's worded?
Yo,
That's nasty,
You know what the
bro.
fuck he did, yo.
That's just
Listen, Adam,
disgusting,
listen.
dog.
Let me tell you a rule I have here, and then you can take. The floor is yours.
Sure.
The rule that I have here is, and they'll tell you, I stay out the street shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shit is broken. Shit is reported. The streets talk. We hear shit. He killed who. He did that. Who did what. But in terms of media, I don't. It's not my job to report it. Tell y'all what happened. I don't have a role in this. It's not my place.
The difference is we do the news and you don't. But you talk
I
about
don't
the
do
news,
news.
but we like report on the news. Like we have a news.
Earlier,
channel.
you put us all in the same monetization group.
We
I
do
was
some
saying
of the
I don't
same
do
things.
some of that
We
stuff.
do some of the same things, but you guys are not breaking news. You talk about stuff that has pretty much been established, right? And it's not like we're really like breaking news. It's not like
Meet the man that killed Young.
Yeah, this is just like it's two pimps and one hits his women, the other one doesn't, and like the
other one might take it,
but the other one that doesn't is like nigga, I don't hit my women. I'm a better pimp than you, but it's like nigga, you're still pimping women. You get what I mean? Like you still doing the same type of grimy shit.
Y'all want to see Ish crack his own muffin?
No,
thank you.
But no, not at all.
I think he's been doing this on purpose this episode. There's been a couple of innuendos. And like he'll just say them and be like, "Yep, that's what I meant." Just smile.
Yo, Ish cracking his own muffin is fucking hilarious, man.
And you gotta give context. Somebody probably clicked off the video when you said that shit. Like,
nope.
Someone else like crack. Oh, yep. This is yeah.
Nope. Let's watch this nigga get his crack his own muffin.
I fuck with them. I fuck with the GDs as well. None of them have told me that they think these titles are in any way out of line because to them it just seems like common sense. If you're gonna interview these guys, of course you're gonna talk about the shit that they actually talk about in their
Now you
music.
sound like a label head.
No, now I'm tight, kinda. I ain't gonna hold you. Think about this.
This interview came out. He had no complaints. None of the Oblong guys had any complaints. You guys are so much more sensitive than the actual gang members.
You know why? These are our little brothers. These are our fucking nephews that are outside killing each other, and you white people are now interviewing them.
What about when they went? What about when he went on those
Let
music
me-
and dissed all his ops in the
Can I
music
please
so
fin-
that I could then
I would
later
love-
ask him about it in
Dog,
interviews, right?
I would love to finish.
Finish.
He ain't making the money you are. You sitting there interviewing these black kids that are fucking killing each other and y'all monetizing it. That's not cool. I don't give a fuck what they talking about in they songs. Y'all are turning a profit off of this black trauma of them killing each other. Yeah, they the ones doing the killing because they young and they dumb and they don't fucking know no better. We 45 and 46 years old and we know better because these are our nephews.
So in actuality, how do y'all feel? Who won? Who came out?
Once you become an Israelite in your argument,
Nobody can win this.
It
Huh?
gets-
There is no winner.
I'm gonna
huh?
say everybody lost.
yeah,
Nobody won.
Yeah.
Like you think that they
This
felt
is
like they
literally-
got something accomplished after this?
I don't think. All I think that happened in this whole thing. I'm glad you said that everybody lost because I think we just doubled down that Adam is going to choose capitalism over morality.
yeah,
And Joe does not fuck with that.
yeah.
And he even said, Joe even wrapped it up at the end, is he was saying, we're never going to agree because Adam, you keep talking about content and I'm talking about you as the person.
Well, I mean, does interviewing Candace Owens, a woman who, I mean, I guess disrespected black people and like shitted on black people, like, does that kind of count?
It didn't stop you from endorsing it.
Does that count as in
Like,
him choosing?
Just in terms of like,
I think the only reason why that doesn't work. So like, this is some shit like, oh, Lay fucking be on she cracks my muffin on. Like, bro, it's like if I be like, yo, this conservative had a good point.
yeah,
She'd be like, oh, so you just co-signing the white man that's out here killing shit? Like people die behind his rhetoric, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't see that. But she sees it because she's in the court system.
I about to say
So
she's
like, so like she sees it because like that person that I think didn't say something that was that bad, she knows the law they passed, and now she's this person's lawyer that's fighting for their life for it.
Yeah.
But like, so it's like the average person doesn't see the second or third level, but we can all see these two niggas are beefing. We're gonna interview them 1 week in advance. He said your mama ain't shit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He said he killed 14 of your homeboys, and then we see the news feed. Like that's level 1 of everything. We can see that quickly. So technically it is on the same level, the endorsement of Candace Owens, but the average
But
level one thinkers
it's a
don't
more
see
diet
it.
version, but it's
yeah.
all in the context because Joe does the same thing. I'm a little bit I can't think of another example.
Yeah.
The only thing is like Adam, the way when he explains his side of things sometimes within this argument, I don't hear him like genuinely explaining. I hear him just walking away from taking accountability for whatever he actually feels. So it's like it just sounds like he's just really just good at speaking and getting out of this corner.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
you didn't tell him anything that he felt bad for. He doesn't feel wrong for any of these accusations, except for the.
But what I mean by that is like, what I mean by
yeah.
that is like internally he kind of agrees with the sentiment but doesn't care, and I can tell that through his argument.
That's
you know
what I'm saying.
So
He
it's
doesn't
like,
think it's bad.
He doesn't,
like, I get that you're upset with
but
me.
it'd be
that
one
this
thing to
happened.
stand on it, but he can't stand on it. He chooses not to. So he's moving out of the conversation instead of standing on the fact that he really don't care.
Because it's hard to say that you're a bad
And
person.
that's the only reason why I think that maybe Joe might have got him, just because he's not standing on what he actually probably feels.
I don't, but I also
I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying.
I'll give you that because honestly, this could have been better. It could have looked better in Adam's favor if he just was saying, "Look, bro, I did it for the views because I'm running a business." If he doubled down on that aspect, but he had to be forced to that point every time.
But I also think it's not like a.
Like, why do we have to explain that every time?
I don't think it's a I did it for money type of thing. Like it's just how you run that type of company.
But what I mean by that is
company.
like, what I mean by that is he lied within his speech. He said, I think it's important that we celebrate his life because of this and that. Like, bro, that's not legitimately how you were framing it when you posted that. And you saying that is like you telling me that now I'm just walking out of this argument because that's not really why you posted that.
That's what
you're just trying to make your argument sound good.
That is why he posted it though. It's just the cognitive dissonance in his head. He's not a regular human. He's not putting it together that this is wrong. That's the reason this is justification. Like this is what you're supposed to do when somebody dies. You're just supposed to amplify their voice and woody woo.
Yeah.
I was about to say empathy is a drag for Adam.
On that shit.
Niggas who do nefarious things, drug addicts, murderers, they all like you have to justify it in your head.
I feel it.
We all feel guilt. We feel guilt for different things.
But you just made my point. Whatever, it's fine. It's cool. You're right.
But you still don't think it's bad. Like I'm still going to kill you. I'm just going to justify it.
Yeah.
But you know
what I did? You know what I didn't realize? I didn't realize how like just a mess this whole podcast was. It was entertaining as fuck. I was locked in, nigga. But just like a mess in terms of just like the arguments, shit kind of falling apart. And it's like, I didn't realize this happened so many years ago because I've been thinking for a while, like Adam has to stop collabing with like certain people that Adam has to stop collabing with people that don't agree with his lifestyle.
Yeah, he's around too many people with manners.
Every time he collaborates with somebody that doesn't agree with his lifestyle, they always get to this moment where, like recently, he's like walked out at interviews. At the whatever podcast, he walked out. That dude, that weird white dude, 𝙼𝙾𝚃𝚃. He's like a Russian white dude with kind of crazy hair, and he went viral because he's always everywhere.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember. It's something with an M though. It's bacon, some shit like that. I can't remember.
Think about that.
But long story short, Adam always does these like collaborations with people that don't agree with his lifestyle. It's like because of the field that he's in, and like he's getting the fuck up out of there now. Like he's ran from multiple podcasts within the last like 6 months, which always looks kind of crazy. But yeah, man, I didn't realize it was even happening back then. Everything was good though. AD and them were there. He was able to shield it. You know what I'm saying?
He had a home to come back to.
Yeah.
He was full of Crips and shit.
So yeah.
I was about to say he was in a well-protected fortress.
Yeah, he was seeing blue.
Pretty much.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, let's stay on Adam one more time.
Shout out to Ish.
Why?
Well, shout out to Danny from the Stop because Danny from the Stop,
$100
he's out
50
here.
hoodies.
You talking about his $150 hoodies, the muffin cracking hoodies?
Oh yeah, but I'm not talking about that. So Danny is on his run right now doing his in-person interviews, Adam and them are up in New York right now. So Danny dropped his Adam interview. They doubled up already. So for those who don't know, if you've been following No Jumper, Danny now does content for No Jumper.
Yeah, if you see some, animated thumbnails.
It's always the cartoon thumbnails. Yeah.
That's our Puerto Rican comrade.
Yep. So he's got his content. He's got his content over there. And they're working together now. And he did his in-person one because they already did one at No Jumper. Now he's doing one. Danny's also in a new studio. He's no longer at recording at the Mandy studio, which I don't know who else. Well, no, I'm thinking of WTF Studios. That's completely different. But he's in some other studio now. And
ominous purple lights.
Yeah, but Adam did say that there's Black Effect on the wall, so this must be one of those studios. I don't think Black Effect has studios.
I think it was just a poster. He said. I think it was like some type of memorabilia.
This looks kind of like
I loosely remember it, but
what WTF used to do, right?
Yeah, like one of those. Or something.
Anytime you put LED lights on the floor, like we could make WTF Studios.
Look at that wall over there. We could.
That's what I'm saying, but it's just the lights. Everybody probably do that.
I guess, but yo. Adam be going in on AD, bro. He was going in on this nigga.
Yeah.
You saw this?
Yeah, I saw this. He was.
He was going in on this nigga.
He was going in on him.
He the level of petty, he was like...
Danny couldn't even, like, fight back.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say he was going in. He was just really assured. Like, I promise you, he's not good at what he tries, and it's been proven.
Bro, he
didn't even have balls for him. He just kept stating it.
He said this is a cautionary tale. I just want everybody to never forget that when you try to burn the company down that you leave, you will fail too. And I just want to make sure I constantly remind everybody of how bad AD is doing. He said AD is doing so bad right now. Like, he claims that he's got leaked text messages. Well, not leaked text messages, but like, yo, these niggas got moles and shit too. Like, it's like
that's kind of weird.
It's so crazy the relationship they be having. They be having moles. He's like, I got screenshots of text messages where he's saying how down bad he is. I'm like,
niggas setting up strong man.
Yeah, what the fuck? This is crazy, bro. Like, why do you always have all these leaks over there? Y'all got to start getting rid of some of these friends y'all niggas got.
He's dealing with some shady people.
I think that's just LA.
Bro, that's really how it seems.
Like,
I'm not going to lie,
par
bro.
For the course.
Bro, before I really started watching No Jumper content, my favorite artist was, I'm a West Coast music, so like Nipsey and Dom, mainly Nipsey, like rolling 60 shit, but it seemed like the most solid niggas in the world. And then like No Jumper, like focusing in on gangbanging and having all these things. I'm like, man, this is a lot of gossiping. Like, I just didn't. It's kind of confusing. I didn't think these niggas moved like this. You know what I'm saying?
There's
like,
so many clicks.
Yeah, bro.
There's clicks, it's hard not to have those conversations.
But come to find out, but just to actually throw this out there too, BH, Boss Hogg, Nipsey's best friend, went to No Jumper. And he is not like any of these other these other niggas that make it look performative. It's as real as I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody isn't on that type of time because we do get glimpses of like, I'm like, okay, so at least the shit I was following, this is pretty consistent. They're still on the same type of time. But the other shit, I don't know what these other niggas got going on. They're kind of watering down the whole.
They're just having fun.
They're watering down the whole gangland thing for the rest of America. And it's a strange, I won't say it's a bad reflection, but it's a strange reflection on the culture.
Gangs should be watered down. It's not a bad thing. We should be trying to water down these niggas.
We should.
Dilute these fucking...
But it's interesting because it's like just the way that it's kind of, it's like a reality show now.
Yeah,
It makes it look crazy.
Like, how could real street niggas partake in this type shit?
It confuses me.
Yeah.
It confuses me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
But that's also, the mythology we put on, these quote unquote hood niggas is that like they won't do certain things or like they're so real to not,
streets are a myth,
drive
man.
a car 10 to 3. Like, nigga, no. They wear seatbelts too.
And you think they're worried about reactions 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, like
you think they thinking that far in the future?
They trying to get paid and Adam pays.
Yeah, no, just that whole shit. Like, I'm mad about this right now. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's all
It's short-sighted.
It's all short-sighted moments. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
shout out to game makers.
Yeah, what does this have to do with Adam again?
Nothing, I don't know. I can't remember.
But it was a lot of setup on that one.
So it was.
It was about just I say like
yeah, what was that?
That was you. Oh shit! I thought that was like the fucking.
Hey, why did we do all that setup?
Let's play to see if we can figure it out.
Yeah.
80 down bad.
That era had already kind of ended by the time that those guys left. Like the glory days of No Jumper being this big network or whatever. Like a lot of those views had already kind of disappeared because they were doing such a phoned in bullshit version of the podcast. So, yeah, it's like now, like No Jumper, the standard by which we used to be held was basically just like, oh, they interview people and that's good enough. Now it's like we have to have multiple different live stream shows going every single night, and they all have to like, you know, hit a certain kind of target. But I would say that, you know, right now we do have like a really great team of hosts going, and I'm not, there's like zero part of me that is like, oh, shit was so great when AD and T-Rel were delivering the most half-baked, boring fucking podcast episodes that anybody has ever seen in their life. Like they could do the worst content imaginable on their own platform as they are currently doing. You know, it's like for me,
he has to say that this is the best lineup of hosts that he's ever had. He has to say that. It's not the reality on any level. It's not. That is not the reality.
Maybe the best for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, that's a good point.
Maybe in terms of entertainment factor that's going on over there right now. It's a lot of bullshit happening, but it's keeping the people engaged. And you gotta understand,
like, maybe Adam's view is like, because I feel like there's no like great talent where he's at. So he found the best out of the worst, and he's just calling AD worse than that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That is what he's doing.
Everybody's ass, but AD is just ass, like just fucking butt.
And technically, I mean, they all worse. They left.
Yeah.
And so in your mind as a boss, it's like, man, fuck these niggas. They not loyal.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right.
These niggas, they were defective anyway.
Yeah. I guess
he does have to look at it that way if he wants to like help the people he's with right now.
If he wants to remain the alpha.
And if he wants them niggas to fuck with him.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna look crazy if you like go to the East Coast to do an interview and be like, yeah, the niggas I got on homeroom right now, I mean, they're not the best I could do, but they're good right now. Like, that shit's crazy.
Just a little placeholder.
Like, that's crazy. You can't say that shit.
Yeah.
But
even if it's true.
Yeah. But I guess that's for me to say. So this is not the best host. I don't give a fuck what that nigga says.
Yeah.
This is not the best lineup he has ever had. It is just not.
Whoa, what was the best lineup he ever had?
Was the previous lineup.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because the No Jumper show was actually good too. They had like a really good stable. Adam, House Phone, AD, best lineup. Then they had, at the end of the day, they had strong enough shows that even the shows that weren't as strong were able to live and thrive.
And it's crazy, like you say it like that, and Adam says it like, nigga, these half-baked ass niggas, these niggas was giving
like,
out.
All the shows right now are half-baked though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
like,
building it back though. Adam and Wack still going strong, low-key.
It's the only one, yeah.
Not based off last episode.
Nah, well,
going strong. Them niggas is going all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, with their
I don't even think they have the same
retention.
destination.
They got good retention on their viewership. They're getting about the same kind of views.
Well, I mean, if you use
the Adam Wack show is a success.
Yeah,
it's a success, but I'm just judging it based off the last episode.
Oh yeah. But that an organization is what makes it beautiful.
But those don't last long.
It's almost last a year, I think, bro.
It's been a minute. Their anniversary is
maybe
coming
like
up.
6 months. Because
I'm about to say a year seems like a long time.
Yeah,
I feel like we
we
just reported that happening not too long ago.
Yeah, 6 months maybe the show's been going, but I didn't think it was gonna last this long, honestly. I thought it was gonna be a 90-day thing.
And look, nigga, we might have to place a bet if it lasts like, I mean,
2
year
years.
and a half.
You
Well, 2
haven't,
years.
but you guys have to watch the last episode because there was.
Yeah, let's go to that.
We
now.
might as well get into it. Yeah, there was periods and times on that episode where like Adam was doing live podcast training. He was like, listen, we have Ray J here.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about what this bitch on Clubhouse. Why are you calling in people onto the show to just, speak their mind?
Yeah,
we
we're
had
talking
two
about
guests here.
we're talking about the Adam and Wack show, and the guests were Ray J and Celina Powell.
Yeah.
So yeah, you said you got some.
The guest was whack. The guest was most definitely wacky.
It's Celina Powell. Shout out to Celina Powell. She's trying to apparently be on Ray J's team.
Look at the amount of timestamps. Holy shit.
She's just trying to catch anything she can.
This you could tell by the timestamps that like everybody's brain was just everywhere. Like this was an Adderall fueled podcast.
Literally,
they damn near transcribed this shit.
Nick,
Low key, they did.
Go to 2450.
Let's start right here.
And that's how much they were. Something keeps tapping, and they kept. Oh, it's you. Yeah.
So they kept what?
No.
Oh, okay.
This whole shit was strange. Everybody came here with a different agenda. Like, it was just a bunch of maniacs in one room. Celina Powell just trying to find the next dick she gonna suck for 6 months that'll pay her fucking rent.
Hey, and go ahead.
Adam is trying to have an actual productive interview with Ray J because Ray J's fucking here.
Yeah.
Let's talk. This nigga has history. Wack,
like, we can get a lot of good clips off this nigga right now.
Wack is towing the line between Ray J is a person I'm managing, so his interest is what's best for me, but I also have things I like that have nothing to do with Ray J. So this was all just a cornucopia of these things.
And he said the word manage, but I think that was just at a pleasantry.
Loose.
I don't.
It's loose.
It's just like we've known each other for a very long time. We've done business in the past.
Right.
I'm kind of like an OG in the game of business to him. But
because Wack's presence is manager. Whether you're on paperwork
he's
or
a fatherly
not,
figure.
It's pretty much, low key. Like I feel like if you're cool with Wack, he's gonna make sure you're good at all times, whether he got you on paperwork or not.
And especially if you're a part of the set. Which Ray J is, he's been blessed in. Shout out to you know what I mean?
Shout out Brandy.
Yeah, shout out to Brandy, nigga. But nah, this whole episode, and it's when I saw the thumbnail, I wanted it to be good. Like in my head, I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." Like, nigga, Ray J. Every time I see Ray J, it's like Ray J.
It's exciting, yeah.
Because we was just talking about him. Because you was like, could he reach that $1 billion status?
Yeah, and Bow Wow's getting it first.
Yeah.
Based off this interview, I swear to God, Bow Wow is gonna be a billionaire before Ray J.
Nah.
Ray J
will.
Crazy.
He will.
That's crazy.
That's still crazy.
You gotta watch it. Ray J. Oh, I forgot to say Ray J's motive. I don't know if he was trying to impress like his AA coach or somebody he's trying to convince that he's changing his life. But that nigga had his own agenda. He was trying to provide this clean ass image.
We're gonna watch this clip, but to be fair, I feel like Ray J, every time he's in an interview, he's always becoming a new man.
He's lying,
low key,
but he's lying about it.
Low key,
yeah, but it's like, it's so consistent. Obviously, he's lying about
every
it.
new brand, like with every new brand that pops up, it's a new version. It's like a new caricature.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a
like he got multiple personalities.
Yeah. So right now we're seeing, and he's gonna talk about it. Apparently, and we get paid now for ads and promotions now. If you didn't know, so check the email.
Yeah,
but
email.
he has apparently an app that's on some Zeus debauchery, Tronics.
That's what this clip is.
Tronics.
That's why Ray J's here. But nobody else really seems to care.
Got you. Okay.
So I'll try to find it, but he talked about it literally briefly. He was like, "Yeah, man, I got this new app. It's kind of on some Zeus shit because he's worked with VH1, so he's already had that content." But he was like, "Yeah, man, we got this app and going." And then Wack was like, they were talking business on a podcast. I'm like, bro, why are y'all talking like actual business?
Jesus.
Trying to talk about some like, man, with the extra season, we need to roll that back. You know how Wack talking business sounds stupid.
Wack is actually a terrible podcaster, but he's like bad good.
Nah. It's one of those things where a broken clock is right once a day, twice a day. What's the saying?
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, it's one of those.
That, and it's just like, man, he has that fucking black all-star,
presence,
Uncle Aura.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Where his microphone should be dominant at the cookout. Like what I have to say is more important to you. But
I could definitely see him on the grill with a washcloth around, with a hand towel over his shoulder.
With a ball cloth for his head.
Yeah.
But play this real quick.
I thought he was gonna whoop your ass in there. I was scared for you.
So that's crazy that we're here now.
Whatever.
That means that the energy
You ducking it?
pushing us
One
together.
mic.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Because
Now, hold on.
we were supposed to link and talk about the show.
They're talking. Me and
He's talking.
And I was
Let's
a little...
talk with him
The
instead
middleman
of just
was
having a
kinda
separate
in-
fucking
I'm not gonna
conversation.
lie.
Wasn't it?
No.
Wait, what?
Keep going.
They're literally
he said something.
Wait, he's about to get on the hoe.
Okay.
Wasn't it Aaliyah that was gonna bring?
You can't handle it.
Aaliyah, right?
You can't handle it.
Shout out to Aaliyah.
Definitely we're not.
Aaliyah's like she's one of my cousins. She's an EEM.
That's what we're not
She's
doing.
one of my EEMs.
So, okay, repeat everything that you just said again because Wack was talking the whole time.
Nah, bro.
Man, I don't know if I ever repeated something twice. It was
That's crazy that your manager is on your interview talking over you during your interview. It's almost like you should get another manager. Ray J, I'm going to have an intervention with you. You need a new manager.
No, here's what
this guy is toxic.
All y'all gotta do is do a split screen when we're watching so you can see them both.
I'm asking you a real question.
What? And why are you talking about some random shit? We have fucking Ray J here.
You talk about random shit when the other guests are here.
He's trying to piggyback on topics from 3-4 days ago.
Always together,
no, but
so
you
he's
just
tired of hearing
referred to me with some female shit.
You know?
What'd I say?
So what's up, everybody?
I treat you
happy
like
to be on
you're my wife.
This show. Happy to be here with you.
I'm happy
Wack
to be here with
is
you,
my
too.
brother. Cash Jones is one professional mother.
Why are you looking at me when he's here? We're all having fun.
Bro, no, that's what I'm saying. Keep going.
Can I get my wisdom?
Did it happen? Did it do it?
Cash
Go back like
Jones is
5
Wack
seconds.
100.
Because there's a point in time during this
looking at me when he's here.
Person.
We're all having one conversation.
We're having many
Can I get my wisdom?
You see how it is? We're back now.
Crazy.
The shit got egregious. And eventually they do get to be all on one page.
Yeah.
To where it's one conversation, it's one topic. But it was like this for this whole first kind of half.
But by the time it got to that, I clicked off the video.
And I was already in too deep. I was fucking at work, so I wasn't going to click off.
You're like, I'm finishing this shit.
It's like I was just listening to it. It was happening. But it was funny as shit.
That was so fucking messy.
It was a lot going on.
Crazy.
The noises that were happening, it reminded me of the time that I was on the No Jumper News when niggas were just yelling over each other. Like, it's just fucking chaos.
You got PTSD.
I definitely got PTSD. Bro, shout out to Tico, Texas. She was back. She hasn't been there for a while. Yo, she gave me PTSD. She doesn't hear anything else. She just talking. Like, bro, it was like when I was there, nigga, it's like nobody can hear anybody talking. It was the wildest shit.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck.
You just in a zoo.
I was
trying
just
to fight to say 2 words. And at that point, what does it really matter? You fighting to put words in?
It's like, fuck it, man.
Yeah,
you know,
fuck
what am I
this
supposed
shit.
to do at this point?
Nigga, Ray J just started making shit up. Like, Celina Powell asked him how old he was. He was like, I'm too old for how old I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. Bad.
He literally said it, and then Adam and Wack is just arguing in the background. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm too old for
He's like, I'm older than what I'm supposed to be.
This nigga drink baby blood.
Damn, Wack is a terrible fucking podcaster.
That's what I'm saying. Crazy, how long do you think this could last realistically? Especially if shit like this keeps happening to where like
they're on episode 37, so
that's not a lot of episodes.
It's more than a year.
Nah.
I mean, it's more than 6 months. Sorry.
Yeah, more than 6 months, but that's not 52.
Yeah.
So you gotta wait till 44.
It is funny that like when Celina comes in town, she just like pops up. It's not even every week.
Bro, she wasn't even introduced. Like, I was just watching it, and then, like, I just saw cameras flashing and shit. I'm like, oh, this bitch is just in here. And she didn't even speak for, like, 10 minutes.
Bro, Celina
played the
Powell
position.
used to be so funny. Anytime she would come to Adam, like, this is way back in the day, she would have a sign with her fucking Instagram handle on it. And she would set that shit up and be like, Adam, which camera's mine? Yo, she had no shame in her clout chase, dog.
Yeah.
Like, watching that shit was amazing.
She didn't suck all those dicks for no reason, nigga.
But you know what's also crazy is that like Adam has had that same conversation. I've seen him have that conversation with everybody in that fucking building. Like, people are talking right now. Can you stop talking? And it doesn't register to any of those
he talked
niggas.
about that like with Danny about how like if the people under him just lets them, it lets him usher them in to like the podcasting field, you know, it would just be a lot more amicable for everybody. AD wouldn't be ass. Like he talked about that, but nah, this whole Ray J shit was crazy. This nigga, he has a red pea coat.
Are they still arguing? Because they're not even
Let me see if I can, because I screenshotted a bunch of shit.
Okay.
That was the only one that I had purposefully that was like,
because that cut was crazy.
Shit was insane.
If you go,
what's the timestamp right now? 35, 20.
Yeah, 35:30 right now.
I was about to say the one with the seasons about Ray J wanting to drop 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
That shit was pretty funny.
Is that the name of the timestamp?
Yeah, Ray J, go up. It's closer to the.
Oh, right here.
Just to control F. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to ask you, Wack, and this is important. I want to give the subscribers who came in now more content. I got something special for them at the end of this month. They're going to get a crazy email. Can you please, because Wack and I are partners in this with Blueface, I want to release the whole first season tonight.
Tonight.
Because we have 5 seasons.
We can't.
A lot of people have seen some of these vignettes on OnlyFans, but we have so much more that they haven't. So we're trying to get past season 1, 2, and 3 to get them to 4. So let's put season 1 and 2 up now.
Like,
no,
at least season 1, all of it.
You see, you just try to do the bullshit. You give me the first season, then you went 1 and 2.
Because I want to give the subscribers everything we have. Like, you know, I'm not. I don't want to.
Listen.
I don't want to feel like.
Watch me work.
I don't want an unhappy subscriber.
You're right. Yo, he's trying to show off for Celina Powell. That's disgusting.
I don't.
That's disgusting.
Yo,
he was just trying to show off for Celina Powell. That's nasty.
I should have fucking screenshotted it. It was this one exchange that they had. I forgot. The bitch said like, Ray. I think I actually screenshotted this.
I want to be on your team shit.
Nah, but she was talking about how like calm he is in person or some stupid shit. Go to 3540.
That's kind of like right where we was at.
Yeah.
We're all having one conversation.
We're having many conversations.
I get my wisdom.
And that is bad.
Cash Jones.
I went back.
Yeah.
We really don't have the same understanding. Now, Cash Jones is one professional motherfucker, man. I mean, at the top tier 1 level. So we're always underestimated, and that's good because then you're always gonna win in a room. But Cash Jones and Wack 100 are 2 different people, and I had to just say that.
You're very more calm in person.
Thank
I would have never expected.
Thank you. And you know what? You are much prettier in person.
Oh, thank you.
For sure.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
You are very more like aggressive in person.
He's Wack 100 right now.
Absolutely.
I've always been aggressive in person.
No.
I've always respected you.
Absolutely.
I respect you. I'm just saying, like,
I've never.
He's vouching. He's vouching big time for you.
Your voice has like more bass in it.
Yeah.
He's like,
well, my voice isn't deep. It never went down there.
You thought that he was zesty based online?
You see what he's doing?
I don't look at his online.
And we also
What the weird.
Yeah, like Ray J, he trying to get some head from this bitch in the bathroom.
Nigga, you see another business deal sitting across from him.
I was about to say.
Celina Powell is profitable.
And I guess
Still?
with the his network, because it's named Tronics, Adam made a joke about like, hey, why don't you go up on there, start, doing some content, some X-rated content on there. And he was like, Adam, we can't talk about that because, Tronics, we were supposed to add 2 more X's after that.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to have some business, but it didn't work. And it's like Ray J just going on the spill how he had already thought about it and he didn't need any help. he didn't need any help from him.
Said he's much more calmer.
Much more calmer in person. This bitch is just trying to get on the next jet, nigga.
Yeah.
That's how she lives. She just putting a thumb up on the side of the road.
She trying to spark a new record.
Yeah, nah. And when they started talking about Blueface, she perked up. She was like, Blueface, baby, call me.
You're right.
Some stupid shit like that. This bitch an opportunist.
Sound Asian.
Any other areas from this? Honestly, them arguing, Adam losing his shit. I mean, I really felt that though. You know what I'm saying?
It was pure because
I felt that.
It's also pent up. You can tell. This isn't a this episode thing.
No,
he's felt this way before.
It's honestly been like that since the show started. I mean, that's literally it. But it's like Wack can't even hear the coaching.
It's not even gonna get better. Like you hear what he said.
It will never get better.
Always been the loud one.
Yeah. No, this nigga was trying to show off. He said, watch this. Nigga, I know you. Like, you really out here trying to show off.
Yeah, he said, watch me work.
Yeah, watch me work. That was nasty.
That's crazy.
That was nasty. I ain't like that. That was
low
nasty.
How about we, like Wack is fucking hilarious.
But yeah, he's never going to accept the coaching because their show's doing well. And he thinks hey, I hear I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why we doing well.
And Adam's a white boy.
That part.
A white boy that's not a billionaire. So, in Wack's mind, he's worse than me.
Exactly.
My bad.
No, you good, man. We never seen you pose before. So he gonna be looking in the thumbnail.
Right. Let's go over to this real quick. Did y'all see that Andrew Schultz kind of was addressing his appearance on Rogan? Comedy Enforcement covered it.
I watched like 13 minutes of that video.
Yeah, because
I don't remember him I don't remember seeing Andrew respond formally. I don't remember that.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, he was pretty much responding to the commenting about his epiphanies.
Oh yeah,
but he was pretty much saying,
he might just be high.
Yeah, he was pretty much saying in the video, in the flagrant episode. Yeah, I saw down in the comments. People were just like, commenting like, yo, this is stupid, this is cringy. Like, but he was like, but can you just like think about what I'm going through? Like, everything that I thought my entire life it's been a lie. Like, I'm learning everything. It's like every day I wake up and I'm reading something, and then I just get to the point where I'm like, none of this matters. So
it sounds like he leaning into it.
Yeah,
he was dead for real.
Oh, he was dead serious. Because that's the best part about this whole, like, that's the best part about Andrew Schulz right now is like, it's so crazy, it's so cringy, but it's real. It's authentic. You know what I'm saying? It's like he really believes this shit.
Yeah, he going through his I don't know nothing there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's I don't know
I remember
nothing.
when Tony was going through his. That shit lasted like I swear 3 weeks.
Damn.
I remember
Schulz is on a record breaking run.
Dreaming, nigga.
But I do think it's funny because we'll watch a little bit of this comedy enforcement joint, but that's not even like the biggest thing. So that was part one. But the comedy enforcement thing was funny because in that, Schulz was also talking about, they also were kind of bringing up in like Flagrant episode, people that make content about Schulz, hit piece content about Schulz. So it's not only was he addressing just his most recent debacle, it's just like this title says, addresses some of the recent hate. And it wasn't just the Rogan, it was everything all together. And then they were alluding to like, yeah, I know two platforms now. And honestly, it's like, we all know what platforms they are. Podcast Cringe and Comedy Enforcement, I feel like lead the charge on.
Oh, they definitely do.
I mean, and maybe they don't lead the charge, but they definitely have the biggest platforms in terms of like that.
They could definitely create a narrative.
For sure. That's definitely the best way to put it.
Red Bar too, maybe. You know, Red Bar be going in on everybody.
Yeah, true. But that I've never heard them bring them up or act like they didn't know what his name was just yet. But what I thought was funny though, so this video, and just to speak about that, it's like, yeah, Schultz's name is hot and has been hot for a while. He's giving us the content, like he's giving creators the content. He makes it easy on them. And because everybody feels that way, it works, right? But Podcast Cringe was kind of reaching though. So Podcast Cringe did a video, and I just thought it was funny because his video, he would clown Schulz. We would hear a soundbite. He would clown him, and I fuck with Podcast Cringe heavy. But in this particular video, at the end of all the cringy statements Schulz said, he would say, and I mean, to be fair, I do agree with what he said. And I'm like, oh, so you just reached for this video, nigga. Like, yeah. I watched 2/3 of that video, and every cringy moment he was highlighting, Podcast Cringe, whoever hosted, said, I mean, I do agree with that, but can you just believe how he said it? I was like, all right, now, come on, bruh. You could have made a better video. Like, and you just reached on this shit.
Or just cut out the part where, you know, he was
or just focusing on the shit that he said that was stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm about to say, he's had better moments going at Andrew Podcast
For
Cringe.
sure.
When he brought up the fact that they didn't bring up the crypto shit with Logan Paul.
With Logan, yeah.
Like,
right.
he's had like real points against him before.
Yeah, he's had great points against him, but it was funny that
it's funny that he be reaching that.
It was just funny that like I think there is a fetish for some people on Andrew Schulz, especially. It's like, I don't know. It's so interesting when somebody is hot and it's hot to shit on them at the moment.
It becomes a thing. That dog polish.
You have to be really cautious about it too, because like I feel like even sometimes when I'm like making topics, right? It's like, oh, Duncan on this podcast worked really well, right? It does make you want to do that shit every week, but I just feel like there's gotta be a little bit off the views.
I could just do this every time.
Yeah, the views make you want to do it every week. But you really got to be careful, bro, when you're in that critiquing lane, how many times you double down on somebody.
Yeah, because you
come off like a fucking lame. You know what I'm saying? Like you come off corny. Like I feel like 3 is the charm. I think the longest you can go is a 3 week. I feel like the longest. I start feeling corny. I start feeling corny after like 3 weeks.
It's contextual though, because if it's 3 weeks of new occurrences that you have to speak on,
that is different.
Then
that
it's
is
like,
different.
all right, you're not picking on him. He's picking on himself.
That's true. Like Podcast Cringe could have took off this week.
Low key.
He could have took off a Schulz this week, and
he could have did a Brendan Shaw video.
Or exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody else to fuck with.
There was another lane he could have went. He could have laid off, but he does so much Schulz content. It's like,
and everybody, what you was about to?
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, everybody does like to pick on Andrew Schulz. Is he still like a underdog?
Nah.
No.
Like why is everybody?
I think I think it's beyond his status. I think it's just easy now. Like once you lose sight of how people actually perceive you in the comments and the people who watch this, you just become a character. So we can just meme you so easily now. It happened to Brendan Sharp. It was just for being bad at comedy.
Well, I will say too, I think that Comedy Enforcement kind of does the best job. Comedy Enforcement is not dropping any jokes. He's not joking. He's just kind of
actual critiques.
Podcast Cringe puts one-liners in this.
One-liners, yeah. So
he's setting up for punchlines.
Yeah, so Comedy Enforcement, he kind of helps me get a better idea of just what the context is, and then I'll go over to Podcast Cringe for the one-liners. But Comedy Enforcement was pretty much. I'm glad he reminded. It's like the infamous Joe Rogan 6. And really it's like a curse of the Joe Rogan 6. So it's like the reason I think he's also hot and why all 6 comments that ever since Cat Williams said that, the Joe Rogan 6 that aren't funny, they've been the hottest topics on these 2 platforms. Yeah. Because now all of the people out of these 6 that got the Joe Rogan effect, they've all shot to the top and then shot back down.
It validates the reason for having these channels. Podcast Cringe was formed because Joe Rogan was essentially throwing around a bunch of niggas who he shouldn't have been. That's what this all is. Yeah. So the fact Cat Williams came out, a black comedian who isn't really,
and put it on highlight.
He isn't visually attached to that community, even though they're comedians. It just validates my space.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
And it doesn't help that some of the criticism came from a real place. Like he really was doing continuous shit on his podcast that niggas was starting to get tired of. So now it's like becomes even easier to just double down on that. And then
who was he?
Andrew Schultz. Schultz. Like the criticism of him came from a real place. Like at one point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and see that's the danger. That's the danger with attacking or going at somebody that much is that no matter what, even a rational person, it's easy for me to just say you got your dick hard for me. You got a hard on for me.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're doing. I picked up on it in like the first 20 minutes. I'm just not gonna give him attention. Just let him sit.
Say you're making him uncomfortable. You know. I'm about to say.
Laying your gay quilt, nigga.
Jesus Christ. Multicolor M&Ms on it. That's a perfect.
I realized it when he was like, that was gay. Perfect. I was like, so he's doing it on purpose now.
But nah, man. Shout out to Comedy Enforcement. Is Comedy Enforcement Mexican or Indian?
Doesn't matter. Probably Filipino.
I know one thing he is informative. I don't know what his race is.
Hey, shout out to all the ambiguous homies out there.
You know what's crazy? He's probably like a quarter black, a little Sicilian. Like something stupid.
Well, quarter
That's
black.
Not obviously.
Quarter black is redundant. You know, quarter black.
No, I mean, Lauren's not a quarter black.
Yeah, well.
0%.
And he has a do-rag on.
Yeah, this is getting crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? White man started wearing do-rags and shit. Y'all don't even know what's going on right now.
I was about to say red bar.
Yeah.
This nigga was wearing a do-rag. And
without a single wave.
Oh, yeah, let's watch a little bit of this. Go to the timestamps for me real quick. Get the chapters. Let me see what the chapters are.
Yeah, it's time.
I thought this would be a good one. I can scroll down to them.
Or just click it right there. Click the arrow next to intro. Next to the timestamp on the actual video.
Yeah, right. Only talking about these.
I'm so used to seeing Andrew Schultz with that chopped fade, that like him with a full head of hair, and like that shit look jarring.
And let's just go to Joe Rogan criticism. I mean, Andrew avoiding his criticism.
And he was lying about that movie role, right? Like that movie role was a fucking lie, right?
Yeah, that was definitely a lie. Because I remember when I saw him.
Lying.
Yeah, when I saw him on stage, he was saying this is for a movie. But at this point, this is his signature.
Bro, I think that's not even how movies work.
Yeah,
I don't even think that's how movies work.
And I think the only movie he was filming at that time was that Snoop Dogg shit.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he had that haircut in that movie. Man. I think he was wearing like, I don't remember.
I never even watched that movie.
I didn't watch it. I just remember seeing him in like a trailer.
The trailers and shit. Yeah, I remember he had grays though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I remember they made him look older.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all I remember though.
This nigga...
He played the evil coach.
Because his response to all of that was that everyone was wrong and they just didn't know what they were talking about. I mean, I think it's a weird hill to die on, but it is interesting that he decided to focus on the people that were saying that he was wrong and trying to argue with him instead of all the trolling and all the hate that he was receiving on the comments and all the negative, all the dislikes that he received. Because a while back, his own advice to Brendan Sharp was to lean into all the hate, which is interesting.
Unfortunately, what's happening with the Fighter and the Kid, like they have a great podcast. Like they're hilarious together. Like Brian and Brendan are hilarious together. And Brendan's like a really great dude. He's a genuinely sweet dude who helps people. He's the reason I got on Rogan. Like he was like, yo, you got to get this guy on. This is before anybody was looking at my shit. Like, and that really changed my life. And he's just getting destroyed by that thing. I told him to lean into it. I was like, bro, you got to sell merch. Like anything that they do about you, you got to lean in. And then I thought that they would appreciate that in one way. They're like, oh, okay, he's not ignoring and acting like this thing isn't happening. He's like taking part of this thing.
And it is interesting that Andrew Schulz is basically doing the exact opposite and not following his own advice of leaning into the hate and not avoiding the negative feedback. And at some point, even went as far as to doubling down. Obviously not as bad as Tom Segura when he snapped at his own fans and called them out. But the argument that all the people that were hating on him or disagreeing with him were living in an echo chamber on the internet is pretty funny and ironic, because obviously that's the exact same thing that Andrew Schulz is doing right now with the show. Because before, maybe you could argue that Akash or some of the other guys on the show would challenge Andrew Schulz on some things and have a real conversation and even expose Andrew with like the whole tipping thing and all that thing that was funny. But it is now clear that Andrew Schulz completely blew up past everyone else, and it's now by far the most famous out of the four. So, naturally, they can't really tell him anything and argue with him. They all have become yes men based on what we see on the show, because even though they might have a different take or a slightly different.
I'll tell you what's the most interesting part that what came out of this podcast is to find out that Andrew loves Adderall. So he be juiced up off the Adderall.
Oh, I thought that was. I think he has said that.
I think he said it before.
He probably hasn't said like, yeah, I love Adderall, but he's dropped a joke about it. Right. And you could tell like he is an Adderall fueled motherfucker. Like that's just his thing.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting about Adderall is like he says I take Adderall and want to party. I think that means you're not supposed to be taking it. Like it's not working for you. I take
Adderall. It's working too good.
I take Adderall and I get locked in. I'm focused. I'm not in party mode. I'm in just like whatever I'm on focus mode.
Because you're not abusing it. Like you're
because I need it.
And you take it strategically. Like he took it before the party.
Purpose. Yeah, I take it because it's prescribed and it's like it works for my body. But this sounds like he takes it like a party drug.
And y'all live two different types of lives. Like, and his prescription is probably higher, so it lasts longer. He probably has better Adderall than you.
He might not get it at the pharmacy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They could be at fucking that Burning Man every year. He might get a year's supply.
That's what I mean. Get some Addies.
It can't be that good. It can't be that good over there. Burning Man a year's supply. Then we should stop podcasting. We should just go up there and just start selling pills. A year's supply of Adderall.
I'm down to go to Burning Man and just sell drugs. I'm with it.
But they don't.
We're going to cut the mics, but I said, Lauren, we got to bleep for our next business venture.
Right.
We could take grown folks lemonade with us.
Yeah, if you see Homeroom University at Burning Man, no, we are there for the chili.
We are not having fun.
We are not having fun.
I have it.
We are supplying.
They can't even bring money though, so I don't know what we would trade.
Oh yeah, they move with the barter system. Fuck Burning Man. Yeah,
we might be able to get something better than money.
What?
It'd be a bunch of rich tech dudes that just want to have like a real camp life for a couple weeks.
Get a bunch of iPhones.
It's something
bracelet shit like overvalued.
Nigga, I don't know.
True.
There's a lot of things over there.
Sponsor.
You don't know. You ain't been.
You don't know nothing about that.
You always gotta forget. I always gotta keep in mind people who do like harder drugs than weed recreationally on a regular basis. Like when things don't add up, you just be like.
Yeah,
they do drugs. I forgot. There's just like certain shit you be logically trying to figure out. Like when weed and alcohol is the furthest you go, and you don't just like casually take X pills and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's like I be forgetting. Like I'm trying to rationalize. Like why is he acting like that? But then I'm like, you know what? The nigga might be off.
Exactly. And then you gotta update that list every like 10 years because there's a new harder drug that comes out. So it's like
it's fentanyl now.
Like even in that documentary, niggas was like, I smoke meth because it's safer. Like meth is one of the safer drugs.
And it really is. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, when that was the hardest you could do 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it takes some time to perfect the the method. The
every
craft,
10 years.
Every
10 years, somebody's gonna come and try to put you out of business.
The fent kill people. So
they
realize at least you can just lose your teeth and not your life on.
Yeah, no.
And eventually fent's gonna become watered down. It's not gonna kill nobody no more. It's gonna be another drug.
When that day happens, that's gonna be scary because what's gonna replace it? Something else has to. It's almost gotta.
It's going to turn you into a ghoul.
Yeah, the next drug has to have like a 50-50. You know what? Never mind. That just sounded so graphic in my mind. Never mind. Let me not say it.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I was about to say, let's talk about the fucking Alex Media.
Yeah, let's skip to something.
Yeah, I just want to roast Alex Media
Less
for
obscene.
fun.
This nigga's polo. Is that a polo he's wearing?
Zoom in on it.
Yeah, go full screen. Let's cook this nigga for fun.
I don't appreciate men who get like young hairstyles too old. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm
you're
with you on that.
past, this is all jokes. You're past the phase in your life where, you just get a high top fade with dreads.
It's not funny no more. You just said it's all jokes.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing jokey
His
joke
outfit
about
is
this
so
nigga.
tame. I'm having a hard time cooking it.
And he
I
does
just
have a
don't-
high top, right?
I just
No,
don't-
he has a high top fade.
And that's shameful. I don't
With
fuck
dreads.
with the high top.
He has a high
look,
top
man.
fade with dreads.
Once you reach
Yeah.
like
No,
28,
he doesn't. What do you
you
mean?
shouldn't have a high
Yeah.
top.
No, I promise you.
No, yeah,
I've seen him pull it up to where there was a
I feel
fade
you on
right
that.
here.
No, I feel you 100%.
Like,
on
nigga,
that.
you ain't Kid and Play was a movie.
Yes, bro.
That was a
Fades
hairpiece.
have to be completely retired from just hairstyles for niggas because it doesn't make sense.
It has to go to taper.
Wait,
It's better.
Well, you mean high top fade?
fades.
High top
You mean
fade.
high
you're
top
talking-
fade.
Not-
Anything that
all.
you do with a fade, like having waves with a fade, having dreads with a fade, it's stupid because you don't have the full look.
Hold up. You're saying get
No.
rid of the fade?
No,
That's
there's
crazy.
nothing wrong with the fade.
What are you talking about? Get rid of the fade? No, I hate fades.
There's nothing wrong with a fade.
So you love
In
Schultz
your
haircut.
opinion. No,
so wait. So Schultz haircut
you're
is
not
like
listening. I hate fades. I don't appreciate them.
That doesn't make sense to
I
me.
think they look stupid. Like if I was going to get dreads, why wouldn't I just get a full set of dreads? Why would I only have dreads on the top of my head?
I agree
You're talking
with
about
that.
that. But you know
That's
you can get
all
it.
I'm
But you know
saying.
you can get a fade with a low cut. Like you
Yeah,
can still
yeah,
get like a
fade.
low
Yeah,
cut with a fade on the
fade
side.
is-
It's
Well,
not.
yeah,
It's not
fade.
just skin.
But
yeah.
when you say fade, I'm thinking fade.
Nah.
nah,
No.
But
What do you
this
mean,
goes
nah?
back to watch Yellow out tomorrow. Watch Yellow out
Google
tomorrow.
fade right now and see what pulls up.
Bro, okay, hold up. Stop.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Fade is a umbrella term for
Yeah.
for the what would you even call it?
You can fade anything.
The magic.
It's a blending of the
blending.
It's
Yeah.
the blend. It's the gradual from light to dark.
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
And when you think fade, you think of unless I say temp fade, that's different. It's specific.
Because
I
that's
only have my temples faded. But you have to say temp fade.
No, okay. I think what's confusing, maybe you think everybody has hair, but I just anybody can have a fade.
Yeah,
Nigga, the
yeah.
Boosie fade. You think he's
Yeah.
too old for that?
Oh, okay. Nah, you niggas don't understand what I'm saying.
You're using the wrong terminology.
I don't
That's
like
the problem.
fades. I don't like fades. I think it's a stupid haircut. That's what I'm saying. I think it's stupid to have a piece of your hair section gone on your head. It doesn't look
Put
cool.
it like this. Put it like you can't go in a chair and be like, "Give me a fade." The barber gonna
Yeah,
be
you
like,
could.
"Which one?"
Yes.
Like,
what does that mean?
Like you can't just say fade. You know what I'm
Describe
saying?
to me how
When you go to
want the
Dominican barbers?
No, I go.
What's up with that,
They
nigga?
got-
If
come
you
on.
go to a black barber and ask for a fade, I'm pretty sure you're gonna leave with
You know
a
I
fade.
go. I go to a magician, nigga.
So why you acting like you don't speak this language?
Because you can't.
What do you ask for?
You can't-
say temp fade.
You can't go into a chair and be like, "Yo, just give me."
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you could.
I don't
Are you
think
talking
so.
about a taper?
No, so
No,
that's the thing.
that's a specific fade.
A fade and a tape. So a taper is you more so used for the sides and the
Right.
back.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah, the
that's
corners.
typically
The
in the
sides,
corner.
corners,
The
back, yeah.
sides, corners, maybe this right here. You could taper that. But
Yeah,
a
you
fade
don't wanna taper
is
that,
what
though.
is all encompassing, right? Like you could have a high top fade,
Yeah,
a
taper's
low
on-
fade,
just on the edges is
You know
taper.
what I mean? You can have a mid fade.
You
It's
can
all
get a
different types
shadow
of
fade. You can get a like
a fucking
it's-
shadow. Well, Tim fade.
And I
it's
think
all-
all fades are equally stupid. That's why I use the blanket term fade.
Yeah,
you have a fade right now. It looks
Yes, a temp fade. I'm talking about fades
Oh
that
my
go all the way
God.
around.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, bro.
It's crazy. All right. Tony the Closer interviews Chey Glizzy. Academics is
harlot
woman. And they backfired on him. I mean, this is one of Academics' ops. Tony the Closer. Tony the Closer is infamous because he's the one that was spearheading the DJ Envy 𝙿𝙾𝚃 housing the real estate RICO.
Yeah.
I forgot that's what it was called. Damn.
Yeah, the scam.
We need that
for all
story to
intents
come
and
back.
purposes.
What happened to that story? You know,
There's no story.
not anymore.
I don't think it's a real story.
Yeah. DJ Envy ain't going to jail. It's
There's not enough legs on it. That nigga's too comfortable.
Yeah, but it'll come back at some point. But long story short, Tony the Closer just played himself. I understood he got the okay in terms of interviewing your enemy's ex-girlfriend, if you play that game, you're up, right? Yeah, sure, you're up if you play that game.
It depends on who you are. Like 50 Cent, he could play correctly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But this is an example of a nigga who does not know how to play that game correctly on any level. You gotta unmute.
Because what it is, right? You can't floss. Like, you have to floss down. Like 50, when 50 Cent did it, he was actually shitting on niggas.
That's
you know
a good
what I mean?
point. Yeah.
Like, Tony the Closer he's not bigger than academics.
Sure, he's doing well.
So
But he's
it's
not
like-
doing better than academics.
So it's like you flogged into a bitch who left a better nigga for you.
We're not gonna care about you fucking niggas, bitch, who anybody could probably fuck his bitch.
What? But obviously not, because she not fucking him.
That's exactly the mistake Tony made.
And I think I felt like she didn't even know what she was gonna do until then. Like, she was waiting for a moment.
I think she went to shit on him, but then she was like, hold up, I gotta cook this nigga, because this nigga's so lame that I'm with. I can't even cook the nigga that I came here to cook.
Yeah.
It's like she had to call her own audible. You know what I'm saying? That's how it seemed.
Because in the video, she was like, wait, hold up. Like, I'm not fucking with him, but he up 20 M's. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, hit this.
Academics got some.
You lucky?
We not finna do that, nigga. We ain't do shit. Fuck you talking about? We ain't
You lucky
do.
I got a girlfriend.
Oh, what do you mean I'm lucky? Like,
I'm saying he is. Act.
nigga, who said I was gonna let you do shit anyways? Like, fuck you talking
Act
about?
on God. If you can hit it, I know I can hit it. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Anything Act can do, I can do better. Bye. You go over that side. Thank you.
Cap.
There's no nigga
Cap.
There's no nigga built. There's no nigga named
Cap.
Livingston. There's no nigga named
Cap.
Livingston. No nigga named
Cap.
Livingston in life that's gonna do nothing better than me. This nigga's name is Livingston. Livingston.
I mean, he already got more bread than you. Fuck you talking about? He
More
can't
bread
do
than who? More bread than who?
You are all right. Look. That nigga, I'm not fucking with him right now. But at the same time, you're not finna disrespect this
More
nigga
bread
like
than
this. So it's like,
More bread than who?
hey, look. He don't. AK don't got more bread than you.
Let's talk numbers.
Numbers. Let's go into numbers. How many millions you got?
Let's talk numbers.
How many millions you got?
Let's do it right now.
How many millions you got?
Let's do it.
How many millions you got?
I'm gonna bust your bubble. I'm gonna go right to the joint.
Bust it down. Let's bust it down because I seen his numbers. So it's like, first of all, I'm not fucking with the nigga, but at the same time, I know he's that nigga. So it's like, let's not even go there with him.
Hello?
But 6 January through April, January.
Yeah.
Are these different accounts?
6.35. You see it. Don't play with me.
6.35
million. Don't play
okay,
with me.
he thumbing through 20 though. So your 6.35 times by 2 type shit. Period. Times by 2 type shit.
Hold on. You want to go to another account? That's one account.
Right, you're talking about 6.2. This nigga's thumbing through 20. So it's like, let's really get.
She's goofy, yo. But and
everybody
it's crazy
sucks.
because I wouldn't even give. I'm surprised Tony was having a problem with this.
Isn't that crazy?
You know what I mean? Like,
It's a grown man.
I wouldn't have even given this hoe the time of the day to try to defend somebody else's. Like, bitch, what?
He really pulled his bank account up and said,
Yeah,
that's embarrassing.
That's nasty.
That's.
It's almost like he was actually trying to fuck this bitch.
Yeah,
Like, he had something
in
to
a weird
actually
way
prove.
too, because it's not even
But
like a good
for
way to go about it.
academics,
That was nasty.
It all starts with academics.
Meanwhile, this is my first time really seeing her in video format. I'm like, she looks better in pictures than videos to me.
I think she look alright everywhere, and I haven't seen her pictures.
I was about to say, yeah. I don't
She
think
doesn't
she's
look
ugly.
good enough to justify anything that she put this nigga through.
Well, after this, academics took her back.
Yep.
She's back at the house.
Yep.
Again.
Nigga
Did
cut
she earn it
streams
though?
for
She
her.
kind of earned it.
She kind of earned at least. She earned at least one.
She would
visit.
still have to walk a tightrope with me. You know what I mean? She wouldn't be back.
I would definitely
100%
treat her. I would
just
definitely
because she
treat her
def-
to a little something for this though. Depending on if they shot the podcast. You think they shot the podcast yet?
I'll
I
give
feel
her a
like he
pat on
might
the
have. I
back.
feel like he might have done this before they even got the fucking footage from the podcast.
Nigga, there's no footage to no podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Because he would have dropped it by now, right?
Yeah, he would.
This is the only thing that's out right now.
She said she came here to shit on that nigga, but it doesn't sound like she already did any shitting.
Wait, the footage for what podcast?
The
Like
podcast that was playing for the whole reason they're together.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't even think they got to it.
It's supposed to be an expose, but they couldn't get past the warm up. You know, niggas was trying to pop too much shit. He thought that he was cooler than he was. Like, this is a girl that fucks a lame nigga. There's no way that I'll have problems with this bitch, and that was his
Yeah, what
first
the
problem.
fuck is that about?
You know,
That's crazy.
That's what happens when you overzealous,
Yeah.
overconfident. You're not really thinking. You just talking
Rule
at your
number
ass.
one: everybody knows you can't treat hoes like hoes. Like, it just to just off the rip say, If I could fuck, I know I can. That is just the weirdest shit in the world to say.
Yeah.
You let that nigga Tony hit. Whatever that shit.
That is fucking weird.
What?
Livingston.
And it all depends. She just wasn't fucking with him. And it was obviously from a place of hate. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was from a place of hate.
Low key, the option might have been on the table too, because she said, I didn't even say we were doing anything.
That's,
so I feel like
that's what she didn't know what was gonna happen until he did something.
He showed himself.
You know what I mean? She was kind of.
He got too excited that his enemy's ex was in the same vicinity as him.
Yeah, it's like, nigga, I got your bitch here. You know what I mean?
So Shey Glizzy makes niggas nervous. Like, she throws them off their game when she in the same room. That's what it seemed like. Because it's Act. She does it to Act. She did it to him too. Maybe she got that aura. That just fuck a nigga up.
I don't know.
We've seen it 2 times. We've seen 2 examples so far.
Well,
Lauren,
I think these are poor examples.
No, he just did that to himself. We didn't see anything. He jumped out the window with that shit.
He might have been cool, calm, and collected, and she got in the room. He got discombobulated and said, if this nigga can hit it, I can hit it. We don't know.
Exactly. We do know. That's exactly what happened. And that means that it's him. The hell no.
Nah, this could be her. This could be her.
It might be a Jamaican thing.
What do you mean?
Is he Jamaican?
He's talking about Livingston. He's talking about
Livingston.
And he's trying to use that correlation to get at me, and it makes no sense, my brother.
Well, I mean, damn. Obviously, you was offended, but I wasn't talking about all of you niggas. You're American. You're more American than Jamaican. When it's convenient for us.
Yeah, got a point.
Yeah, it all depends.
And white other times.
Putting on shoes that fit.
But nah, man. Shout out to Tony, man. He should have played it a different way.
I'm not shouting that nigga out. That was terrible. What a terrible example.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Makes me never want to like
turn your shit off. Shut that shit down. Don't do it again.
You know when you just see a nigga just like play themselves out bad? Like, it's okay if a nigga takes an L in front of a chick, bad joke or something like that. But a nigga that does that, it's like, I don't want to ever hang out with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're not
like,
cool, nigga.
Yeah.
You $6.3 million corny, nigga. What you gonna buy with that?
That's just one account, though. It's just one account, though.
Yeah.
I don't trust screenshots of accounts.
That is fucking weird, bro.
And I wouldn't even trust her knowing how much I had.
Yeah, why would you just pull that up so fast?
Nigga, she allegedly set up her own nigga.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you be? Nah. It's a bunch of mistakes being made, nigga. It's a bunch of careless decisions.
Yeah.
But Act took her back though, and it was funny because you know how, like, on the back of Act's door, Act's streaming door is glass, and this nigga was on stream with like Aiden Ross and shit like that. Yo, she came like. She like popped in front of the door. The nigga deleted he got off his stream so fucking quick. And then now he has his door covered with like a towel so that nobody can see if she walks back and forth.
It happened twice too. It happened on the very next stream.
If you 20 M's up, you gonna put a towel on the door, you just gonna buy a new door.
But that's what I mean. Like, Tony and Ack are the same person. Like,
damn.
One is just richer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you 20 M's up, but you like, fuck building the door. You afraid for people to see it.
Yeah.
I'm 20 M's up.
That's
like,
the
nigga,
sad
fuck
part,
it.
bro. It's
yeah,
like
I got this hoe back in my crib.
You know she's not supposed to be there, and
Yeah.
you cutting your stream because she's there. Like, you know you embarrassed about it. That's crazy.
That's what I mean, dog.
I don't know. Maybe JJ's right. Maybe she do got the juice.
I don't know.
Oh, I know she got the juice. I know it. Like, she has to, bro. Bro, and on her story, like, we didn't talk about it last week because Ack was up. He was so up. I just didn't want to like focus in on it. But you remember that story when she was like exposing him and shit?
Yeah.
Nigga, just the way she was typing the messages, she said she had one message. Now, the timeline, she was definitely lying about the timeline with some of this stuff, but the best one was, can you find that clip? Oh, no.
When Ack was
he was shooting basketball in the rain?
Yeah, when he was crying.
She said pussy so good make him shoot basketball in the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that clip, yo.
Yeah, nah.
Mind you, the timeline of when that came out, it was some shit that happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But no matter what, it looked hilarious because he was literally outside by himself shooting hoops in the fucking rain.
And he shot an air ball.
And it was an air ball.
And he watched it roll like it was just like it just rolled by. It was just like,
Oh my God, nigga, that was the best part. Like, I don't care about nothing else she said, but even the way she was talking to him, like, it was some ism in that. Like, she was talking crazy to this
it's just
nigga.
like, you a whole ass man. Why you acting like this?
I wonder who she could be if she applied herself.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what just happened.
This is Lauren's Twitter, though.
No, that's mine.
No, even worse. Surprised she's not white.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Nigga saw a stripper and said, "Whoa, what the fuck? Why y'all got surprised at the stripper?"
Yeah, I got surprised on that timeline.
Well, we're not used to just strippers popping up immediately as we open our phone every single time.
Nigga, you sound like you lying.
So why don't you get better?
Nah, I just knew that's what he does.
Nah, I'm saying and I'm telling you to get better. Get a better algorithm.
No, you just need someone to be honest because they're all the same.
Look at all these bleeps that I have on the pre-show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I wonder how many of those are mine.
Nigga, all read them. They're all yours.
Yeah, about 4 of them are yours.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, with the
I was going for the
bleep
record.
Number. Bleep.
Yeah, I kept saying the fucking number.
Yeah.
That is.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the Patreon if you want to know what the fuck we were talking about. Got a lot was covered.
Hey, it's $5 right now. Go get it.
Yep.
Yeah, AJ is.
Thank you for doing that at the top of the bell. Did y'all have anything else that you wanted to say? Any other the Lil Duval joint. Conversations with Unc.
I haven't watched. I didn't. Nigga.
Nobody watched that. I couldn't sit through the 2 minutes of ads.
What,
so
bro?
that says a lot, right?
Not
and
really.
It was different ads. It wasn't like him reading things and me being invested in it.
It was just regular.
It was just placements. It was like, I feel like he might have heard different ads than me.
Oh, no.
Is that a bad
I definitely
thing?
did.
Type shit. It's just like, it's just a slot where they insert things.
Is that a bad thing?
It's not fun to watch.
Or is it like Gilly $1 million worth of game?
No,
like,
way worse.
Way worse.
Because the difference with that is audio ads are different than like podcast ads. So like we used to like make fun of Gillian Wallow's advertisements because it was like 5 minutes in, they stop, they're reading a bunch of shit, right? Dynamic insertion ads on audio are ones that are just made at the Kellogg's factory, made at the fucking Pampers factory, like whatever, Pepsi factory. It's the standard, whether it just be some person's voice. It's the shit that you hear on the radio. Those type of commercials.
Oh, God.
That's what it is. Every one sounds different. It's because it literally sounds like some radio stuff. So on the audio services, that's how advertising sounds. And honestly, it really depends. Like we get them on our audio sometimes too. It's not a lot, not as much, but the bigger your podcast is, the more you might get, especially if that's something that you're going for. And it's overall just more money. When you sign to some of these larger networks, like iHeart, which is this podcast is under Black Effect. Every Black Effect podcast that you listen to, no matter which one you listen to, it is going to be added the fuck out. Mm-hmm. It's going to be crazy ads. And all the ad breaks be like 2.5, 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like they don't be little 1 to 2. It'd be a lot. You pretty much, you have to skip through them all.
Yeah.
So I did get through half the episode. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Lil Duval is in
podcast form.
Yeah, and it's funny because you can tell he doesn't want to be there, which is fine. But there's a certain element of that that's required of Lil Duval. Like that's what makes him good on podcasts. But he's by himself and it's a one-on-one interview thing. So I watched the interview.
There's nothing that's keeping him tethered.
That's his whole personality, though, is that he has somewhere else to be, and it's probably one of his private islands that he could fly to.
Yeah, just doing his own thing.
Yeah, just doing his own thing, getting high.
Not forcing it.
The one that I saw was vibing with Big Boss Vetta, and she's a comedian. Wait, she's not a comedian. I think she's a rapper.
Yeah, but that's a comedian name. That's fine.
Big Boss sits down with St. Louis' very own, oh my God, Ḓ Smith, also known as Big Boss Vet. She shares her life journey going viral, the challenges of toxic relationship, the impact of trauma, a traumatic shooting incident, the value of older friends, embracing age and individuality.
It sounds like she's been a stripper too. What's her name again?
Ḓ Smith or Big Boss Vetta.
Oh yeah, she definitely probably.
But she was cool though. I mean, I thought she was
What she look like? Can you Google her? Thank you.
Her Instagram is Big Boss Vetta.
So we can all appreciate
Big Boss.
She is fine though.
Big Boss Vetta. Ah.
Yep, that's her.
Yeah, she doesn't look funny at all. She's a rapper.
Yeah, she's a rapper. But Lil Duval is good at talking to people. People like Lil Duval. So like,
yeah,
he's not going to have a bad conversation. So when you get past the ads, he is having a good conversation. But honestly, it just wasn't, I don't know. I don't think I want to hear him in like it was a good conversation because Lil Duval is just, he's good. You know what I'm saying? People like him. He knows how to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? He makes people comfortable. Niggas fuck with him. So,
but
it's kind of hard for Lil Duval to have a bad podcast, honestly, just because if I'm just rating like the quality of conversation, it was good. Being on the Black Effect Network, if you listen audio wise, it's going to be bamboozled with the goddamn advertisements. It's going to be disgusting, you know? But it did make me go back and just watch his old podcast. That's what they really should have relaunched. They really should have just relaunched We Out Here podcast. And that was the one with him, his gay ass sister, and Jay Ski would make a lot of appearances.
His gay ass sister.
But Jay Ski's dead now, right?
I think you said that last time, and he's not.
He's not dead.
One of his friends named Jay something. Oh, good.
Kool-Aid Pass.
Nah. And his homeboy, I forgot his name with a C. One of his main homeboys. Yeah. R.I.P. with them niggas.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey man, shout out to
Clay.
Oh wow, good memory.
Yeah, but him and Jay Ski and Duval, they still open for each other. They still cool. Look like Jay Ski is opening up for T.I. right now.
And I've seen Jay Ski live. That nigga is hilarious.
You seen him live?
Yeah, I've seen Jay Ski live. That nigga, because I saw Lil Duval live when he came to Good Nights a long time ago.
Oh wow.
Nigga, Jay Ski is fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think people understand. Like, I really wish they relaunched We Out Here podcast because Jay Ski, Lil Duval, and his sister, which I can't remember his sister's name, but it's literally my gay ass sister. Bro, that podcast was fucking hilarious. It was on loudspeaker when it came out.
Yeah.
So it's like, this podcast is cool, and I'm sure he's gonna make a good amount of money from it because it's under Black Effect. So,
and my thing is, like, Lil Duval doesn't seem like the type of person to be a good interviewer.
He is, though, actually.
Really?
Yep, he is. It's you could tell he doesn't like it though.
Because
you could tell he doesn't like
because
it.
Because I feel like he's self-absorbed enough to be like, nigga, I'm too interesting to be asking questions about somebody who's probably not as interested in.
I didn't get that vibe at all. Angle. I didn't get that vibe. I got the vibe of he would say it with this swag. All right, well, I guess let's just get into where you're born and raised from. Like, fuck it. Like, this is what podcast people do. Like, that was his vibe. Like, he don't want to do it. He's just covering these bases. You know what I mean? But once the conversation's going, the beginning was extremely rough. It was Duval not wanting to be here or do this. And then once they got past that first shit, he started asking real questions and they started vibing. It was just them having a convo.
That could backfire though.
What you mean?
Sometimes when you have a host and a guest and like they're not really vibing and the host obviously doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Depending on the guest, that shit could, turn into a situation.
It depends on if the guest also doesn't want to be there, I think.
For sure. Which is possible.
But I don't think Duval would have anybody he doesn't actually enjoy.
And
I don't see that. I don't see him doing that.
Is she from Florida too?
I can't remember where she's from, honestly. I have no idea.
Honestly, I can look at her. Is she from somewhere, Tennessee?
Somewhere. She's from the South, right?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, yeah. St. Louis. I read that in the bio, too. St. Louis rapper. I read that shit. But
St. Louis, okay. Huh.
But can you open up the podcast app?
Yeah.
Bottom of the, right there. Yeah, go to We Out Here episode 7. Is this going to play through?
Yeah, it will.
Okay. Y'all got to hear this. For those who have never heard, this is my favorite fucking, I think you could have went to my show.
Oh, you already got in my shows?
Oh, yeah. It's at the bottom because
some good podcasts up there.
Oh, wait, it's not at the bottom.
You have all these downloaded?
Oh, it's okay.
You got space on your shit.
You got all these downloaded on your shit?
No, hell no.
I was about to say, I can only keep the ones that we really need.
Episode 7.
Shit ready for. Go to Apple Podcasts now if you're watching this. Please give us a review.
And like the video because some of y'all have been here for too long and still haven't hit the like button.
Yeah, if you watching this shit, nigga.
You want to resume from where you at?
Nah, because I don't know where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah, just hit resume actually. Yeah.
All right. It's loading.
Please. That's what the man say. So this make the drunk man mad. The drunk dude like, fuck that. You blah, blah, blah. You can do it. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. So the goddamn captain say, you know what? He pulls out a goddamn pistol.
Yes.
He pulls out the pistol and say, I'm tired of this shit. And points his, by this time, Sean done choked the dude.
Wait, what is happening?
Nigga, Sean choked this big nigga up so fucking hard. Now, Sean like 2 inches taller than me. Y'all know how short I am. But this nigga is like football size. Like, what football player here?
This nigga big like Michael Strahan big.
Yes, Michael Strahan big.
But look, I'm telling you though, the nigga snapped. The nigga just snapped. When she kept on saying something to him, he say, when he did that, when he say, bitch, I said, there it is. And then he going off. But when that man pulled that gun out, you know what I'm saying? I told you.
Yeah. This when Jay Ski ain't give a fuck no more.
Sean had grabbed him from the back. I'm down there trying to tell dude, you know, like calm down. Dude, like, hey man, he choking me, man. He choking me.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I said, man, the man got the pistol out. You know what I'm saying? Now, I tell my old lady, I say, get behind the captain. I say, Sean, let him go. Duval, don't say nothing to him. Let the man shoot him in the goddamn head. I did my first day meeting his ass, and you acting like this. The man trying to tell you, shut the fuck up. And you told him, what? He got a fucking pistol, and the way the man holding the gun, he positioned right. Like, I'm looking at him, he holding the gun with 2 hands. He crouched down.
He mean it.
He in the kill.
Guess what? Come to find out, this man is a retired police officer.
So he know what to shoot at.
He know what to do. This is his retirement.
You know 16 shots coming off.
Yeah.
No, 1 or 2.
No, it's
about
one
3,
going
4.
straight. He ain't need but 1 or 2.
He gonna shoot about 3, 4 times. But I'm saying, shoot him. Move, Sean. Move, Duval. Everybody get out the way.
I'm telling him not to shoot. He like, fuck it. He didn't love.
Bro, this is my favorite episode. They only did 23 episodes or 24 episodes of We Out Here. But this is the podcast that I personally would like them to relaunch. Because that chemistry between them three it was perfect. And if Duval was busy on tour or something and couldn't do it, J-Ski would just fill in for him.
Yeah.
So it was perfect. And his sister was the one that was like organized, and he was really doing it for his sister.
And that was the girl, right?
That was her sister. That was his sister in there. So yeah.
This is the best way to get Duval the podcast. You got to put him in a room with his peoples.
Yeah.
He's got to be able to survive without him for an episode or 2. And then,
this is the right way. So far, I mean, conversations with Unc isn't bad, but it's just Duval is gonna be great on the podcast, but he don't want to lead it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to the very beginning of this episode just so you can hear how the podcast even opens up.
What's up, everybody? He's Lil Duval.
And she's my gay sister, Rolanda.
And together we're out here.
We're delivering a podcast that's always blunt, often offensive.
And guaranteed to make even the most uptight listeners get over themselves and laugh out loud.
Cue the puss-ass corny music.
Cue the dope music, boy.
You didn't sound right saying that.
She don't sound very gay.
That's why I was thinking that too. She don't sound like like she fucking chops down trees.
You listen with no context. She don't sound like the. Can we say
Butch?
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
That's good. We can say that. We can't say that one though. The Ike.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember what she looked like. I mean, I don't know, but
well, what does a really gay person sound like?
A woman?
Yeah,
probably like you.
I knew you did that.
Nah, it's so easy to go there. I mean,
but it
works.
It probably, I mean, it probably does sound like it.
Nigga, never mind. We'll talk about it.
But it probably it just sounds like shit. At least Queen Latifah. You know
that's
what I mean?
I'm saying. Like, what do you mean? What does a gay woman sound like?
A little bit more.
Why are you being dishonest?
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an answer. I'm asking a real question.
But a little bit more like oomph to it. Like I'm trying to be gay, but I'm a girl. Like, I don't know how to, you know. But we know how it.
I'm trying to be gay. I'm a girl.
I'm trying to be gay. I'm trying to be a man. I'm a girl, specifically.
Right. Her name is Rolanda. That's right. Rolanda. But this is a loudspeaker network. Y'all know the infamous
Orlando.
The way it starts off.
Yeah.
This is a loudspeaker when they had a lot of shows on their network, actually.
Yeah, shout out to loudspeakers. I wonder how much he was getting paid for this.
I don't know.
Not enough to keep him.
It's not even that. It's just Duval ain't going. He just don't want to do it. He's only doing it to honor his memory of his friends too. Even right now,
this nigga, he has his own island. He's busy doing other things.
Yep. But that's what I have for that. Do you have any other shows? You want to do office hours?
Nigga. Yeah, we can do them office hours.
All right.
I say you look tired. Hashtag office hours, part of the show where we answer your questions. Yes. Any questions about us, podcast, universe, we're going to get to it. I felt like we had at least a couple this week. I want dibs on that fucking 2-line one. Hashtag office hours, shout out Nutso, avid YLOY commenter. But hashtag office hours, been a while since I asked you a question, but curious to know, how did you get an ad? Because I thought usually the people having 50K views per episode average get ads. And congrats. Happy for you guys. Bless.
Appreciates the blessings, man.
Yeah.
You know, this happened because of you and your avid support. So that's actually the answer to this.
Yeah, I mean, and also, if y'all follow Ian, Joe Budden's manager, he kind of laid out, you don't need 50,000. You can get ads with 10,000 or 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on what level you get them at, right? So like,
who your audience is too.
And who your audience is. Y'all have always been active. Y'all have been engaging in things of that nature. But even if we were only doing like 10,000 with all of our clips combined, that's still appealing because we have a target market and things of that nature. So it's all about just like packaging your show in like a media kit and having it presentable for somebody to look through and see what they're paying for and what kind of reach you have.
For the specific person.
Yeah, so it can be done as low as 5,000 to 10,000 views. It just depends on how you present it. You might not get the fucking Blue Chew one though, right? But it might be a business that one of y'all own. It might be a local business that's in your city, like we're in Raleigh. It might be like some local ads, which you're gonna start seeing local ads popping up soon too. So it's like, as long as you package yourself, you just got to sell yourself or your show. That's it. You could do it with less than 50,000 though.
Yeah, nah, you don't need a lot of people.
But based on what I've heard from people that I've talked to, the big ones come at between 30 and 50. So yes, you are right.
You are right, but
Yes.
yeah. You can make do what you can.
You can make do before then, though, for sure.
Small audience are still mobile.
Yeah, exactly. Just because you don't have 50,000, it's whatever.
And shit, some niggas 15 to 20 is better than a lot of niggas 100,000.
Yeah, because their 15 to 20 might have a 50% engagement rate. Where you got 7,000 people that are like, I say, yes, I'll give you $1.
Active.
That's valuable. Yeah.
It's not always quantity, niggas.
Yeah, it's not. It really isn't. It's all about how valuable your fan base is and who they are, you know? Shout out to y'all. I think a lot of y'all have careers and jobs and shit just based off your locations and age demographics and things of that nature. So we got people. So we got people. We got people with, we got people with careers that watch us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got disposable income. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. Y'all
pay
some merch.
Y'all pay bills. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different.
Yeah.
So they could definitely pay y'all.
This is the one you want.
Oh yeah, hashtag office hours. Fuck it. Not a question, but I choose solving world hunger over peace.
It's actually perfect. This is for you.
Oh,
I forgot what my
broker world peace.
That was what I said.
Yeah, you're the one. You're the one.
Okay.
No, I think we were on the.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We were on. Nobody would be hungry.
Yeah, world hunger.
Yeah, he was about world peace. So
He was the one
basically,
that's on
he's
World Peace,
saying that he would choose to feed everybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, thank you.
Wait, no, that's what y'all were choosing. You said you wanted to solve world hunger.
No, yeah, but he's saying he would choose.
I thought you were talking about me still.
Oh yeah, no. But I mean, I agree too, man. Hunger is a lot more. It's a pressing matter.
That's happening now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like nigga,
I gotta at least die with a
hunger, nigga.
Yeah, with a belly full of some food.
Come on, man. Fuck that.
I see my name in it. Nah, I'll read it. Okay. Hashtag office hours. Shey Glizzy is back in the house posting dogs and forcing Act to end his stream. Obviously, he's not going to take anyone's advice. My question is, has a woman ever had this effect on y'all? And how did you get back your self-respect pre-stop capping the groove? What does that mean?
He said he was about
I'm
to
about
cap
to lie.
about it. Yeah,
he already knows you're about to lie.
He about to lie, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Now I got to reread the question. Shey Glizzy's back in the house. My question is, has a woman ever had this effect on y'all? No.
Has a woman ever had a Shey Glizzy effect on y'all?
No.
Never.
Shey Glizzy?
We don't know exactly.
I've never had a woman try to torment my life. I choose nice bitches.
Yeah, well, I think we're past that. Not in terms of like a woman that was trying to torment you, just the one that you're gonna keep going back to. I think that's the biggest thing that he's like. You're dropping things to go back to her.
Nah. I had women that I cared about. You know what I mean? But like dropping like just anything, nah. It's never gotten to that level. But I also haven't lived that much life. Like who the fuck knows? Like you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't think that could happen.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, Codeine Sprite Doctor, but I've never had a bitch that was that important to me.
I've been lost in the sauce, but not dropping things. I always still got my I didn't like drop shit, but I've been lost in the sauce before.
But is lost in the sauce?
I didn't drop anything.
I've been lost in the sauce. It's actually crazy that he put a pre-stop capping for me because most of the problem in my relationships has been I've been too focused on my shit to focus on our relationship.
On the relationship.
So yeah. You need to watch more LOI, nigga.
don't let them offend you.
I'm not offended.
But that's pre-stop capping, dude. That's crazy. I wonder how he knows you're a liar.
I must have said something.
This question is really layered too because
he knew what he wanted.
Because not only that, it's not just dropped everything, is you lost self-respect in that moment.
Yeah, it's so
specific. And how did you get yourself?
That means he has no respect for me. And fuck you then, nigga. But he is one of them just like, I'ma hate on shit. Because he put some shit in the 3-0 chat today.
I think that I've had it happen once.
Oh. Was it a white woman?
No.
That's good.
And y'all are y'all this white woman narrative.
It's a bunch of narratives that get
just
thrown
because
around
you
this
choose
bitch.
the word narrative doesn't mean it's false.
It is false though.
Okay.
It is false. White women can DM me though. No.
You couldn't help yourself. You couldn't stop playing.
The joke was there.
That was a Freudian slip.
No, it was right there, man. It was right there.
It was right there.
But let me get my rocks off, ass nigga. Like, come on, man.
But no, the self-respect. I think the self-respect part is a little different because I think I've done things that I lost respect for myself in.
Everybody's done that though.
But I've never done anything like comparing it to Ack is
crazy.
His self-respect loss is on a public stage.
It's different.
So it's like I think I've done things that like.
Have you done things that like you wouldn't just tell us? Like,
probably, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
And that's why everybody, we've all probably done something
exactly, but I'm the only one who admitted it just now. So
what do you mean? No, I've
you said lost in the sauce. I'm sticking exactly to the question, and y'all said it never happened. So
at least not yet.
In terms of the laws of respect for yourself, like either did something, maybe less of did something. I would say I said something where like I felt like a fucking loser after saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But to what he said,
what's
though,
an example?
I don't have an example at the top
Because
of my
like
head.
I've had situations.
I've never done things like I've never done actions that I've lost self-respect for where it's like I'm pulling up on you at 2 a.m. like because I don't believe like I never did no weird shit like that, but maybe in an argument or in a back and forth, I said something that I know was lame as fuck or was playing into the game that she's playing with me. But because I'm playing into it, I'm losing respect for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like I have moments where it's like, say my girl's on the period and she's being extra irrational today. I'll have a moment to where it's like I'm trying to be so understanding and compassionate that I'm starting to not like myself because I really want to just be like, fuck this nigga. You're being crazy and you're bleeding from your pussy, but. You know, you can't do that really.
Yeah.
Because it's not her fault that she's a woman.
Yeah.
It is her fault for her attitude. Kind of.
Attitude is controllable. The other one isn't.
Controllable.
The other one isn't. That's a fact.
I don't know.
Shit.
You ever bled from your shit? That might fuck your hormones up, nigga.
See how everybody's coming around on this question. So the pre-stop capping was correct. And does anybody else want to speak up now that I've been
I don't know if we were coming around on the question
nobody's coming around.
You kept it honest.
Like how did you get? Let me.
What about Laura? Laura got to come around.
I'm trying to think of a moment.
That sauce was way too light.
No. It's because the way you described the question was more in depth than he did. So it's like you didn't. It's not like we didn't just
added so much more to it.
It's not like we just voided what you were saying. Like
when you started talking and giving examples, it put it in a a different light.
Yeah, put it in a different
I'm
light.
thinking, like you said, on some 2 a.m. shit, you pulling up with a jukebox outside.
no.
But yeah, if it's like that, then yeah. All right.
Yeah, I've never
Well, how
never
about this?
I've never
But
done
to what-
anything.
but
I've
to-
never done anything to academics level before.
Yeah, no, but to what Noblez was saying also, it's like the things that I could say that I've done that would maybe be like losing self-respect for myself is not things I'd be afraid to say to y'all because they're not that egregious. Like you might understand, you know what I'm saying? Or you might be like, oh yeah, that's a fuck up. You know, but it's
I
not
definitely wouldn't want to repeat it. Like
I wouldn't repeat it. No, I wouldn't
I
repeat
blocked it out of my memory. So
Yeah.
I can't even recite it because I can't believe I played it in this bitch's game. Like, what,
damn.
like if you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some goofy nigga.
Put it
shit.
like this.
I blocked it out my own memory.
The self-respect is the I can't believe. If you think of the
Right.
memory and the thought, I can't believe.
Yeah.
That's
That
that's
was-
what
yes,
it is.
I get that.
That's what
I
that
get
is.
that, but I'm past that, so I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wouldn't be afraid to say it to y'all niggas. Like, nigga, why would I be like, I hear you saying like I lock it off in my memory, like I lock it off. I hear that, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, like I can agree with you. Like that's crazy. I can't believe I did that shit, but I'm not like held to that. Like I'm not held to that standard.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But it's still like
It's the self-respect level.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna bring that up to y'all. I'm saying if we had a conversation, I'm not like afraid.
Yeah,
of it.
I don't think any of
I
us.
I did nothing that crazy.
He wouldn't just like bring it up on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, but it's never been that crazy to where it's gonna be like. I mean, you might say I can't believe, but you ain't gonna be like some act shit.
But that's but
That's
you
what
know
I'm saying.
But that's
When we
that's
first-
that's what it is. It's forget about act. It like the second part is just about us. But what?
Like I was thinking when I first read this question, I was thinking about shit like the story we told about a homie who had a chink in his armor. I'm thinking shit like
Yeah.
that. To a quick synopsis, like you essentially asked the dude that was fucking your girl if you should stay with your girl. I'm thinking
that's-
that's
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
that's
Like,
crazy.
like
That's
self-respect,
crazy.
like low
Yeah, that's
level
low.
shit.
That's low.
Like, if you
I've never included other people into my.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
tried in a relationship, it's like, nigga, that's what we all did because we thought that that's what we were supposed to do.
Right.
Like, I'm the man, I'm supposed to make it work. Then you find out the bitch crazy and you keep it pushing.
That type
Right.
of shit.
That's all
That's
it
what
is.
I'm saying.
Everybody's had that. Except maybe not you. Yet.
Nah, I've definitely had that. I've already admitted that. I was actually trying to think of an actual moment like I could.
You normally block them out because you can't believe you were there.
Nigga, it's called trauma.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, nigga, them memories are going, nigga.
yeah, like that. And the bitch. Everything is gone.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to think of if I.
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to think about on the act level, just like constantly taking a chick back.
Nah. Constantly taking the chick. I don't think, another thing, I don't know if we've been alive long enough.
That's the thing. Like it's
Like constantly, like I've had bitches in the past to where it's like they tried to rebound their way back into my life.
what I'm saying?
But it didn't happen. And it's like, we're talking like a 7-year span of time.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Tavor, it's like, y'all having relationships where you fucking.
Yeah, we've definitely had more
To
time
now.
to even explore what we're talking about right now.
I just started fucking like probably like nigga, I'm 23.
Yeah. Right. Nigga,
I just started
I got a lot of life,
a couple
nigga.
days ago. Nigga.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I got like 16 years in the game.
That's
yeah,
what I'm
I've
saying, nigga. Like, give me 12 more months at least.
Yeah.
You ain't even caught your first STI, nigga.
In terms of the whole like taking them back, because that's one of the biggest things Axe doing. I've never let a woman just like fuck my life up. If a bitch ever cost me money, she was out of here too.
And what did that bitch do to you to write this comment?
Oh, the one before.
Yeah,
I'm
the
looking
one
at this
before.
like,
Yeah, not this
okay,
one.
yeah,
Oh,
my
fault. We should talk about it.
Yeah.
Hashtag office hours. Did the Drake versus everyone beef save academics from being exposed? Yes. I seen Urban Politician's video and no one has said anything about him being exposed as an Omega simp. Dropping give me 50. So did Urban Politician
50K.
make a video about academics being exposed as a mega pimp? I mean a simp?
Yeah, and
sounds like.
and it sounded like he was the only one who made a video about it.
Didn't we do a video about that?
For what? We ran a campaign at one point.
I don't think. Yeah,
Low key, like
Yeah.
accidentally. It just kept happening.
he is right though. The whole Drake beef, it kind of like
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that on the last show. I was saying that he's had such a good week that it doesn't feel right to even bring it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he dropped a hit record in the midst of turmoil.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
And
so I'm going to respectfully ignore it kind of thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I did have to bring up the whole shooting basketballs in the rain. That was just it's fantastic. It was amazing. You know?
Yeah, that's...
Urban politician.
That is funny as shit. Didn't she delete his 2K too? Or is that some shit that...
Nah, she took a picture of him gambling on the computer. She's like, this nigga's about to lose 80K in 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? It was just like the way she was talking.
Well, it's obviously nothing to him.
Oh, this is it. This is the video. Yeah, we would have had a segment just like this. How many views does this have?
Shit,
45K 11 days ago. It's I mean, always.
Shut up, Big Ant from Urban Politicians. You do good work holding it down for all of Texas, nigga.
Y'all want to watch some of this? Or not really?
Actually, now that we're here, just let's skip to him shooting basketballs. No, go back.
And we can't even say shooting basketball.
Shooting air balls. Oh, this is literally the audio. I forgot there was audio with it. It was nasty. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this. He had a good week. I ain't gonna do him like that.
You're biased.
I'm biased. Just he dropped a hit.
You would have did this to Charlamagne.
Depends on what kind of week he was having.
So he thought about it.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of week. Yeah. If he was off, Charlamagne's been on a roll. All his interviews have been pretty good, bro.
Pretty all right.
Talking about Breakfast Club, bro.
Breakfast Club's been kind of hitting right now.
I've been watching them niggas a lot more in the last 2 weeks. I wonder what that's about.
Breakfast Club is kind of going crazy.
Just Hilarious has been disappointing.
Bray Idiots has been like, it's like 50-50 for me. I'm like, I don't have good or bad thoughts on Bray Idiots the last couple weeks.
That's worse.
But I have good thoughts. Like I'm good experiences. I really like Just Hilarious at the Breakfast Club.
I'm not gonna lie.
Does she look?
I think she
in them interviews. I don't be seeing the need
in the interviews. But
but it's more than just the interviews.
It's more than just that.
But like that really bothers me because that's what I mainly consume from niggas. I don't just be listening to Breakfast Club in my morning commute. You know what I mean? Like I listen to the interviews.
Oh no, I don't either.
That's a real big section of what they do.
But their banter is good. It's just it's just nice to see that everybody likes each other.
Yeah, their banter is good. Yeah.
I mean, that last crew, the niggas did not like each other for a very long time. And I know this has nothing to do with this. Was we talk about like Chey, Glizzy, and anything and everything. Y'all want to hear the academics audio?
I've already heard it. It's
nasty, right?
I can't believe, like, why would you do this to me?
Why? Let's just listen to it.
I can't believe you did this to me.
You're hurting and wondering why you won't come to me. You know I've been like begging you to come. You know I've been literally just like upset, hurt, damaged over you, and like you just ignore all that, and then you're like, oh no, the reason why I don't do that is because you got a miss it. That's gaslighting. So like you don't want to talk to me.
That's
when I called you yesterday and I called you 50 million times and you finally answered because like you're whoever guy you're with the person. The phone keep blowing up. You know what you look at me and say? Nigga, stop talking to me. I'm going on. You know when I called you like nights ago when you were at some nigga's apartment and nigga, I watched your you know what I was even thinking? I'm like, bro, if anytime I ever was doing bad and you called me, nigga, I ran out of there trying to get home to go talk to you just to be like, baby, come on, you know I love you. I'm like I'm trying, nigga, you stayed there till 7 p.m.
Yeah,
told me it was like
you stayed there till 7
that's different levels, bro.
Wait, what time did she get there?
It's nasty, bro.
Nigga, it doesn't matter.
What time did she get there?
If it was 4, if it was 4?
It's weird. Strange.
4, 5, 6, 7.
That sounds like a 12-hour day, like a 7 to 7.
I'm trying to figure out what they were doing.
What she was doing. How he was feeling. Like, it's a lot of different questions.
Like, you think you would finish fucking a nigga's girl at 7 o'clock? That's like a 10:30 type of thing.
It depends on which round. Like, it's probably like he hit Academics girl like multiple
Depends
times.
on how responsible she is too. She might have to work in the morning.
She works?
I was about to say, it doesn't seem like she works.
I was talking about just average people, you know.
Oh no, we talking about this specific.
Bitch gotta be up at 7 a.m. to go to work.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be dropping dick off and going home by 8:30 now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
it's a school night.
Pretty much, yeah, it's a work night.
That nigga said I'm literally begging.
I like to fuck niggas bitches on the weekend, AJ. Damn.
Weekday,
Yeah, you young nigga, calm down, man. You need
I got
bitches
spare
at a
time,
reasonable
nigga.
time.
My weekends are too busy, man.
Nasty.
You gotta squeeze a bitch in on a Tuesday.
When the last time y'all got some pussy during the daytime?
What do you mean? There's a lot of pussy. I live with my girl, so it's like,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
That's right. I never lived.
Whoa. Maybe like
You know what I'm
daytime,
saying?
nightfall. Like,
No,
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
talking
Like,
12, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like the sun is out. Like we can get lunch after this. It's been a while, right?
Back when the situation was just perfect. Like mom wasn't there. Like nigga,
Yeah.
like
It don't
was
be
just
happening,
perfect.
because niggas be at
Yeah.
work. You gotta think about like
Niggas be at work for
even
real.
if you live with your girl, you're normally at work during that time period.
Yeah.
You know,
You'll
what I'm
be
saying?
fucking on a Saturday.
It'll
though?
just be on like a day off type shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Day
saying.
off type
Saturday,
shit.
Sunday when you leising around. It's 2 o'clock. Get some pussy. Fuck it. She here.
I have to. It's been a while.
I don't know. You gotta stop fucking them white bitches, nigga.
I mean, nah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you a vampire, man. You drain them of their resources, leave before the sun come up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, fucking, you're an animal.
No, I was just thinking. It's funny. It's just funny because just like daytime is just interesting.
The idea of fucking in the sun is interesting.
No, I mean it's not. I'm not no weirdo. Like turn the lights out. Like I'm not doing no weird shit like that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen nearly as often. Like back when I was like in my first apartment and just fucking running amok all goddamn.
It sounds like you about to like fucking try to find some pussy out in the noontime. Just for old time's sake.
I might put a play together tomorrow.
I'm hitting
just
a bitch
because.
during lunchtime.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just fuck it, man. You know what I'm
During
saying?
12 o'clock rush hour.
12 o'clock noon,
You
nigga.
gonna fuck that bitch and realize it's the exact same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's the same
Yeah,
pussy.
yeah.
It's not like it's on a clock. It is, but it's not that clock.
Yeah, I wonder if like there's a better, like the best time to get some coochie.
Ovulating.
Nah, like time of
That's
day.
the dangerous, nigga.
Huh?
That's the most dangerous.
That's when it's the wettest, though.
Yeah.
I don't want the risk.
Nah, but he said best pussy. I'm just scientifically speaking. The pH is at its best when the bitch is ovulating.
Yeah.
Now do with that what you choose.
Right.
You don't got nothing to bitch.
It just so happens when she's most fertile is when it's the best.
Right.
You know what
It
I'm
just
saying?
makes sense. It's
Just on a scientific level for sure.
It's serendipitous.
Yeah.
So was that the right word? Google that.
Nah, it wasn't.
Yep, it's when everything comes together at once.
Is that
he
what
might
that
be right. He
means?
might be
Yeah,
right.
but
he might
no,
be right.
prove
Oh,
myself,
okay.
prove me right. Yeah, let's keep going.
There's a movie called Serendipitous. According to Discovery, I can't read that.
Oh,
Yeah, nah, it is occurring or discovered
By
in
chance and a
and
happy.
or in a beneficial way. Everything just went correctly.
You did use it right. Congrats.
I don't want that. I don't want that, because it's not real. There's no respect in there. Was that your left hand?
It was.
You fuck.
It's the
nigga.
closest though. It's the closest. I look crazy doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel corny. All right, I gotta add to that question now. I lost respect for myself.
Is there another one? That was the last
That
one?
was the last one.
Oh, then that was the last question?
Yeah, that was the last. I only got 4 in here.
Hey, old ass nigga.
Think what I'm asking.
It's like you heard that shit 2 times slow.
But I thought it was gonna be more questions. Look, man, you know what I'm saying? We want to be doing this. We want to answer y'all questions. Y'all got to leave something for us. You feel me? Yeah, leave more office hours for us. You know what I'm saying? Only got 4. Shit, we falling off.
It's not bad.
What are you gonna do about that, Lauren? What can you do about that?
Make excuses.
Huh? Besides tie your do-rag? Oh, thank you for the... Did you throw away the white one?
Yo, let's not talk about your do-rag. What the fuck was you wearing yesterday,
you still
nigga?
remembers when I was shitting on his white do-rag.
Yeah, no, I did throw it away.
That shit was
You did?
eggshell.
No, I didn't. I still have it.
It was crazy.
I still have it.
Yeah, it was dingy.
It's a white do-rag. That's dirty.
No, he's talking about what you was wearing yesterday.
What are you talking about? But nah, Lauren owns a white do-rag.
It's not a white do-rag, nigga. It's not a white do-rag.
It started off white.
It was not a white do-rag. Do not listen to this nigga, bro.
But all that
Do not listen to this nigga,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
I told look, I told this nigga I was wearing. You seen it, bro? I was wearing that silver do-rag for a little bit.
Yeah, that contaminated shit he kept bringing in.
It was silver. I was wearing it because it was like my other shit had holes in it from being so old. when I cut my hair. Like I had a black one and I had an orange
I ain't
one.
gonna lie, silver's crazy.
It's
color.
crazy. It's crazy, but I got it. But you gotta remember, we talking about the early 2000s. Shit was just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Early 2000s too. You got that
like
do-rag
that's your main rag.
I got that in high school.
You got that do-rag in the early 2000s?
I got it in high school. I started high school in 2004.
So
I got it in high school.
Still wearing it
You
outside?
got that
Nigga, I've
do-rag
been the
in high
same size
school?
since 12th grade. What are you talking about?
Nigga, I had a yellow, a black.
Yeah, it's mad colors, nigga.
That's fucking
It's
gross.
a thing, bro.
I'm just saying to say this.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's
I had
gross.
red, I
They're
had
cheap
green.
enough to get another one. You didn't have to keep the same one from high school, nigga. You 30.
It was the one I could find. It was
I
one
never
there.
had silver though.
How did you even keep track of that shit for that long?
It was like I didn't get it like early in high school. It was probably like 12th grade,
I'm gonna be
college
honest.
type shit.
I'm like
But
a
yeah.
real.
But no, I had the black one that I was rocking. And
I'm a real stoic when it comes to do-rags. Like you should not have colored do-rags.
I'm telling you something. There was an era. There
That's
was an
not
era
true.
I came from. You know what I'm saying? It was an era I came from. I'm trying to tell you something. But that shit, anyway, that shit was just the only one I had. So I was like, I cut my hair. I was like, oh shit, I need to get a do-rag. I looked
Lauren,
around.
it
I was like,
wasn't
oh
a
shit, there's a
phase.
do-rag here. What you mean?
It wasn't a phase. You kept wearing the do-rag.
Here. Yeah, after I cut my hair, nigga.
Yeah, it wasn't like some like crazy phase you was in. Like nigga, you was still in the phase. That phase was 10 years ago. You've been in the phase for
What are you
a
talking
decade.
about? I just cut my hair. You're not making sense.
These are his creative
But you got
jokes.
the do-rag. But you got the do-rag.
This is what you love.
But you got
Keep
the
it. You
do-rag.
just don't love it when it's on you.
But you got the do-rag 10 years ago.
Potentially, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The phase you're talking about when you got the do-rag, you're still in the phase. You were still wearing the do-rag.
No.
You're the same Jamaican.
No.
The same little hedgehog that's fucking...
No, it doesn't work. You're trying. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The hedgehog part was
That
funny.
hedgehog shit.
It wasn't funny until the
Funny as shit.
It doesn't work.
But he's not the arbiter on funny because it's on him. He don't
But I
like
mean,
jokes about it.
Neither you nigga that was funny.
I mean,
don't like
I'm
that either.
sorry I don't have like Dominican hair like this nigga, but I finally got my waves in.
No,
They're-
sure.
You know, I'm spinning now.
What nigga? Look, the whole point of that,
You niggas are
that
hacks.
this whole 5-minute debacle, I was just appreciating you for having a black do-rag.
I've been had it
Thank you.
at this point.
Next
But,
week we're all gonna write new jokes.
Yeah, we're gonna
Might
write
We're
new
all
jokes.
writing new jokes.
We're gonna have new ads because y'all are liking the video, commenting, subscribing, liking on Apple Podcasts, viewing or listening on Spotify, doing your thing. But yeah, man, it's been good. It's been great. Y'all be safe.
Yeah.
What else y'all got to do? That's it. Y'all might have we not talking, but yeah, J Nobles,
Don't groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards,
Yeah.
F Mac behind the keys.
Still me.
We out.
Punch something. We don't got a sound yet. Yeah. He needs his shit.